Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Fade. Really appreciate you tuning in already. Erica, let me get a horn for Erica. Welcome to the chat. We did a late night surprise stream last night, and it went wonderfully. Bringing us over 2,500 subs now, guys. So shout out to you guys. We're growing so fast, pushing towards that 3K. Um, our ultimate goal is definitely 10,000. We're on the road to 10,000. And then our goal will double every time from there. But what I mean? I appreciate you guys. We're getting right through the 2,000s pretty fast. We're approaching 3,000 subs, and thank you guys. We also picked up like 3 or 4 memberships last night, so thank you to all the members. Like I said, memberships are the most important thing, like to the channel, the most effective way of showing your support for the channel. It's not just the financial, it's telling YouTube, the algorithm, like, hey, we're using um the ultimate way of thanking the content creator as a viewer. That tells the algorithm that the videos are really good and intriguing, and more people come in to help, build up the community and type in the chat and watch the videos and have a good time with this. So make sure you guys are double tapping them screens when you come in, get those likes up. If you like what we do, definitely subscribe, maybe even consider a membership. So shout out to all the members. Erica, I see you right there. Appreciate you being here early in the chat. Um, our first video today is a long interrogation. It's the case of Lacy Aaron Schmidt, the interrogation of a 14-year-old murderer. Looks like a friend killed a friend. Let's see what's going on.
Older half-sister. The Callahan family moved next door in May of 2010. Aaron played with the Callahan kids every day after school. Aaron's cousin says he was obsessed with the Callahans. 14-year-old Aaron Schmidt lived with his much older half-sister. The Callahan family moved next door in May of 2010. Aaron played with the Callahan kids every day after school. Aaron's cousin says he was obsessed with the Callahans. 14-year-old Alana Callahan came home from school and found Aaron alone in her house. She told her mom about it, and her mother told him to leave the house. But a week later, he came back and he brought a loaded 9mm handgun with him. Alana was home alone, sitting at the computer, uploading some photos to Facebook. Aaron shot her in the back of the head, dragged her body out of the house, and left her to die in the woods.
You already talked to Sergeant Clack and gave him a little bit of information, which is
and treated him as one.
Her body out of the house and left her to die in the woods.
Would be home alone. While she was on the computer, he snuck into the house and shot her in the back of the neck. He then dragged her body outside into the woods before running back down the road to meet Amanda Callahan, Alana's sister. He pretended to discover the body along with her and watched as she uselessly attempted CPR to revive his victim.
So, bro killed one of the sisters, drug her out the house, then ran down the road to his other homegirl or her sister, who she thought they were friends, obviously that boy and her, and then walked back to the house with her and put the other sister in a position where, in a path where they knew they would see her. Bro, that's some crazy pre-calculated stuff, man. In the woods, bro. It's always the woods, Erica. You've been calling that out lately. A lot of these crazies have been in the woods.
we haven't officially been introduced yet, so I'll go ahead and let you know now. I'm Brian Jones. This is Jimmy Edmonds. We're both investigators with the Sheriff's Office, okay? I know you already talked to Sergeant Clack and gave him a little bit of information, which is on this sheet of paper right here. So I'll kind of just kind of skip over a lot of this, except just say, you know, I'll just verify you 1218 Miles Road.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Date of birth.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know your social? If you don't, that's fine.
Yes, sir.
All right. And I'm going to notate today's date down here. And the time is about 7:25.
Yeah, that was that.
Seems like a little bit later. First thing I want to let you know, we're here to talk to you about what happened out there, Miles Road. I want to let you know right quick, you're not under arrest. You're not in charge of anything. All we want to know is just try to figure out exactly what happened to you. So, you know, you were out there and you kind of, you know the story. Your sister, Miss Chitty, is here. And Diana Chitty, yeah, she's here. We talked to her, and she knows you're here. And I just want you to know that she is up here, and we have talked to her and let her know that we're going to be talking to you, which she pretty well knew that was coming. Okay. First things first. Tell me what you know happened. I mean, start from the very beginning.
Well,
and tell me what you know happened.
When I went up to the road because I know Amanda comes down to pick her up when it's raining.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little bit rainy earlier. Well, I went up to the road and told Amanda that I won't be able to come for 2 weeks because I got a restriction.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks. And I told her everything, and I was going back down to the house. And there's like a little gate right there, but there's cable hanging there.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw somebody run across it and was hardtailing it. So my uncle don't like no one on land, and I have to get him off because, you know, in the past there's people trying to start fires and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or try to plant something that don't need to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went to go see where he went. I was looking around. I went to go see if Amanda knew where he went. If she seen him or anything. But when I went to go she had to go follow her. She was already halfway down the road with the truck to go pick up little Chase from the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went there, I said I can't catch up with her in that truck. And I just stopped and I went to go turn around to go back to the house. When I turned around, I saw somebody kind of taller because you know how far distant it looks like somebody's taller up in something higher,
Mm-hmm.
like on that back porch. Well, he was dressed in grayish, blackish pants, black boots, and a black jacket on.
Schmidt starts off by making up an unknown trespasser.
Yeah, bro just invented a person, bro. You live in a town of like 60 people. I don't know where this is, but the way them houses were built, it didn't look like it was like a huge neighborhood, you know what I mean? So you living in this small ass town talking about some random person came in my house and murdered my neighbor. Like, no.
I just walked right up in their backyard because I go to their house frequently
Mm-hmm.
because we negotiate like with family because I go over there every day on a daily basis if I'm in trouble. Well, I just walked up and I didn't notice anything wrong because usually the front door is always open,
Mm-hmm.
but the back door it was wide open. That's what I kind of thought was strange.
Okay.
And I went out and tried to follow and run after Amanda and try to wave at her stop,
Mm-hmm.
but I couldn't get her attention. So I went up to the house to see if Alana was still there.
Oh, hold on just a second. You said you came up from the trail. And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you're talking about that trail that you said leads. I mean, where does the trail lead? I mean, where are you coming from?
You know where the white pickup truck is sitting at?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, right there, that trail that leads all the way back there to a little gate.
Okay.
That leads in right in front of my house. That's why I seen that person running through there.
Okay. So you were coming from your house.
No, from the top of the road to talk to Amanda. Picking up Alana from the middle school bus.
Yeah, I thought you just said you came from your house up the trail and you were coming up that way, and that's when you saw the back door.
He did. But he fucked up. Because when he says he's coming from the trail, he means from the trail because he dragged her out the house. He shot her in the house and dragged her out into the woods. So when he's walking back out the trail, he's coming from dropping her off in the woods. You feel me? So that's the trail he's talking about.
No, I was coming up. When I talked to Amanda at the top of the road when she was going to pick up Alana because it was all rainy, Well, I talked to her about why I can't go over there for 2 weeks, and
Mhm.
that's why I ain't going to be over there. I was heading back down to the house, and Lana and Amanda was already headed down that way. It took me a little while to get back down to my
Well, now,
house.
when you said the top of the road, where are you talking about at the top of the road that you saw?
Lana's driveway, Amanda's driveway,
Okay.
because my house, a couple more houses down, a little bit further down,
Okay.
because
Zippy Rebecca, welcome to the chat.
we made that little path back there once a couple years ago, because there's different people who live in that house,
Mhm.
but they just recently moved there, and my aunt was living there, and she had kids, and the people behind her had kids, and they cut a trail. They made a full four-wheeler trail and go-kart trail.
Okay.
Because all it did made a little U.
Okay.
Mr. Good Citizen, welcome to the chat.
So you talked to them. How did you get from your house?
I walked down that main road, and I saw somebody run across, I don't know if you know all the way down, because I don't know if you went down the trail.
Hey, shout out Erica with the donation. She got a super sticker today. We appreciate that, man. Erica, you know that's what keeps the lights open. Guys, make sure you double tap them screens and make sure that you're subscribed to our channel so you know every time we go live. Erica, thank you so much for the donation, man. We really appreciate it. It's definitely very flattering. I blush every time you guys send a donation in, man. Just thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Robert, what's good? Welcome to the chat. Miss in me now, Miss in me now. What's good?
Well, when I walked down there, I saw somebody just run and jumped over the cable and kept on running.
Okay.
And
Um, you see next to the chat that little the super chat sign. So you can buy a super sticker for 99 cents. That basically just lets you. It's like a good job to the show.
I went to go see who it was, because I told you that my uncle don't like no one out there.
Okay.
So I decided to go follow him and try to see who it was. And I didn't find anybody.
Were you running after him?
I was trying to run, but I can't. I ain't there. Because I kind of cracked it on top of my right there. I did something bad to it. I don't know what I did.
Okay.
And I tried to run. I couldn't. So I kind of sped walked. You know how to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, speed walk. And I tried to run down the road to try to catch up with Amanda and try to wave at her.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get her attention, so I just stopped and I turned around. But when I turned around to go back to the house, if Alana was there, just ask her if she seen anybody. But that's when I saw that black dude, well, blackish figure in the back door, but it was actually a white dude.
Okay. Is that the same person?
Thank you, Erica. I really appreciate that, and I love your narrative. A little scramble. Um, yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. I really do. Anything helps, man. I mean, like I said, if there's people who can't afford to donate to the show, that's awesome. Still come by and watch every day. Just double tap them screens, subscribe, stay tuned in, stay locked in with your brothers and sisters in the chat, man. Um, Definitely a great environment around here. I appreciate you guys so much.
Person that you saw jumping the fence,
Yes,
or
sir.
the
All
wire?
black. But with, like gray slackish pants.
Okay. So when did you first see this guy dressed in dark clothes?
When he went and jumped over the cable.
Which is where?
Down the road a little bit further. If you on the main Miles Road, kept on going, it leads you down to a stop sign that says take a right to Coon Circle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right there, there's a cable right there,
Mm-hmm.
because we had to put it up because we were trying to keep people off it, because they kept around their four-wheelers and stuff down through there.
Okay.
And that's where I seen him when I was coming around that corner, and I was looking directly down there, and somebody just ran and jumped over the cable and kept on running
Okay. Which way were they running?
down the trail.
From Miles.
From Miles Road?
No, down to the back, to on the trail, going upwards, down and somewhere in there.
His story messing up, bro. First, he said he saw him running out the house. Now he's saying he saw him down the road first.
The Callahan's
Where
backyard
were you at?
Yeah.
on the main road.
So you were on Miles Road.
Yes, sir. Walking down back to the house, and I saw somebody jump over the cord, and I just decided to follow them, try to see what they're doing. But I didn't see anybody else, and I went down there to see if Amanda or anybody else seen him. So I
I thought you turned around to get Amanda.
I went to go to Callahan's house.
Yeah, he lie. His lie all twisted up. He always said, uh, he already said, "Hey, I went to their house. No one was there, so I went to find Amanda." Now he's saying, "Oh, I saw that guy, so I followed him into the woods. Then I went to go see Amanda."
But when I went to go to him, the truck was halfway down the thing to get chased.
The driveway?
Yeah.
So you saw her leaving?
And I kept trying to run after her and try waving, trying to say, "Hey, stop real fast," but I couldn't get her attention.
And that's after you came up through the backyard and saw the back door open and
Yeah, because I thought Alana was home.
But you said also that you didn't see where the black guy or the guy in the dark clothing went.
Yeah,
But you ran up and you could get all the way up into the backyard of the Callahan's, enough to where you could see Amanda going down the road. But you didn't notice him then? You made contact with him
no, when I
on
turned
the road?
around, when I know the Callahan's main road is,
Mm-hmm.
I was on that road and I turned around and I saw him, and he turned off and ran.
you saw him on the back porch, I think so.
Yeah, on that back porch,
How could you see him on the back porch from the main road?
because I was halfway down the driveway. You can see halfway onto all the way to that house because way how we cleared it out.
I had that same I had that same thought. Like when he said, "Bro, yeah, I came out the front of the house and I saw him run off the back porch." I was like, "How the hell you see the back porch from the front of the house?" I had that same thought. Joe Davidson, welcome to the chat, brother.
On which side of the house?
On the back side of the house, in the corner.
I thought the main road
Yeah,
in the
you
front
see
of the
the front of the house, but when you keep on going down a little bit further, you can see part of the back of the sides. Then the back door,
How far away from the house would you say that was?
probably good far ways, because all I seen was the black person, blackish.
You
But
saw-
I saw a white face.
You saw a black person or a white person?
I want to say black, but it's not because he's all dressed in black. But you can see his face; he's white.
And this is the same person who
Jumped over the cable.
jumped over the fence or the cable up towards your house, going down there, that you followed.
Yes,
How
sir.
far in there did you follow him?
I lost his trails, and I started looking all the way around down there.
John, he made up this guy. Welcome to the chat. This person he's talking about never existed. He's trying to make up a suspect for this murder, but he's the one who did the murder. He killed his neighbor, his home, like his friend, his little girl. She wasn't his girlfriend, but she was a girl who was his friend.
You know, I'm going to try to say that you know where I live and everything, but it's not. You don't. Well, if you keep on going down there, I was looking around in that field area,
Mhm.
see if he was hiding around in there, but I didn't see him.
So instead of just coming on up to the trail to the Callahan's house, what did you do?
I was looking around to see if he went down to. There's a creek down. If he kept on going down that way,
Mm-hmm.
Gina, welcome to the chat.
well, if you know where that main road is, if he
Mhm.
kept on going straight, it leads down to a creek. Well, on my side of the property, we got a creek, and so I started glancing through there, and I didn't see anything like being run through,
Mm-hmm.
leaves being turned over. I didn't see none of that.
Okay.
Rob, for real, bro. Like it was fucking Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat who did this hit.
Schmidt's story doesn't ring true. What did he expect to do once he had confronted the man? Why chase after him instead of calling an adult or the police?
So keep on looking, so I just kept on looking. I didn't see nothing else, and I went up there to go and try to get Amanda or Alana.
But when you come up from the creek, where did you come up from the creek at?
Out of that main area. I want to say there's 2 trails.
Maybe I'm having some problems here. I just want to make sure we're all on the same sheet of music. Let me get some real quick. Yeah. Here's some tissues down there. Let me grab that box of tissues down there.
Oh, you know they about to catch them in hella lies now. Whenever they start drawing, bro, their picture makes no sense.
Just on this board. Just for the best you can, indicate
Hey, Danny, welcome to the chat.
where the house is, where the road is, the main road, the link, and all this other stuff.
Alright. I've got to erase that then, because if you want the main everything.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Callahan.
All right.
Jane and Billy, welcome in, guys. Billy, welcome back.
Well, there's their backyard. Well, there's this trail that leads all the way back here.
Mm-hmm.
That loops around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then leads out like that.
Okay.
And leads to my house.
Okay.
But that over here is a field.
Okay.
And that's my house over here at the end of the cable.
Okay.
This cable leads right here.
Mm-hmm.
And a little like that, a little bit just like that.
Yep.
And it goes like that.
Yep.
Well, right here I got a thing down here. And this could be the Callahan's road.
And that's the road that runs in front of the house?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Bro, the criminals always like emphasize shit that doesn't have nothing to do with nothing. You see how he's pointing out different facts of the landscape? Like, that doesn't make that, even though those are facts, that doesn't change what the fuck you were just saying.
But it keeps on going down to the creek.
Okay.
Well, I got this trail that, I don't know, it goes everywhere. And it leads all the way down to the creek. Here's this one that goes all.
Justice Reckoning, shout out Ireland, shout out USA. Hey, put in the chat, post in the chat where you guys are tuning in from. This is the case of Lacy Aaron Smith. This 14-year-old had 2 next door neighbor friends that were girls that just moved in. They became pretty close. They said, some people said he was obsessed with them. He then shot one of them in the back of the head and then dragged her into the woods. And then he ran up the road and found the sister who was going to pick up their little brother from the bus stop. And like they stumbled into the body by accident, in quotations. Now he's making up a story that he saw a man dressed in black lurking around their house earlier that day.
All over here, it just stops because it leads to a deer stand. And this bottom one down the creek bank, it leads to their road.
Okay.
And there's a little trail that right here on that road that swoops around and leads right to their backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And I came right through there. And it was really close to the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I just went up there, but I couldn't catch up with Amanda because she was heading off.
Okay, so you came up from here?
Yes, sir.
So where were you at when you started?
Well, up the top of their road. Because tell Amanda I can't be able to go to their house.
Okay, and then you did what?
And I went right back down to my house. But when I got around a little curve, here is Miles Road. Because it keeps on going.
Mm-hmm.
On Miles Road, there's a bunch of curves and everything. Well, I went around one.
They hey, if you got suggestions, my boy, you could always give them in the Discord. That's where we do suggestions for the stream at. That's in Discord. But what was I gonna say? Fuck, you made me lose my train of thought. Yeah, bro is fucking lying. Hey, Justice, thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate that. We are on the road to 10,000, fastest growing true crime community on YouTube. Appreciate all you guys. So what was I gonna say? Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Curve, I seen him jump over the cable and kept on running.
This cable?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And he kept on running.
Which way?
He kept on running straight. He didn't go off because he can't go off on Bob's yard because Bob, he'll shoot. I know he would.
Okay.
He's always up. And
Okay.
he's always outside.
Okay.
Shout out Florida. We got viewers from Florida. Shout out Philly. Shout out South Carolina. Shout out what else? That's all I've seen so far.
And right on the other side, there's a fence
Mhm.
until it hit Callahan's yard.
Okay.
And so he could have has to stay in that one area.
Okay.
So in
So what did you do?
So I just went right through the trails, and I just went on through here to this back trail.
Mhm.
And I stopped, and I didn't see nobody in their backyard or anything, but I noticed the back door was open. But I wasn't paying a little too much attention about it. Anybody trying to break in. So
Okay.
I just walked back, and there's that field. So I walked back because right here,
Shout out Darlene. Shout out California. Yay!
where Alana was sitting at, where her body, it leads right back here
Mhm.
through the field.
Schmidt knows the area well and knew which spot would be best to conceal Callahan.
Pamela, he lying his ass off. He lying for sure, for sure. He's changed his whereabouts multiple times. He's changed where he was at, where he was standing, what part of the house he went to, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Welcome Pamela to the chat. But he's just changing the story. We already know he's the shooter. So it just sounds crazy, the shit that he's saying. I wish we wouldn't have watched the intro because then I wouldn't know for sure, but I would know for sure. You feel me? Like that's why you guys that just came in and and didn't uh and didn't know the intro, but were guessing he was guilty. Y'all was spot on. Y'all detective signal was strong. The force is strong in this chat.
Callahan's body. It would be easy for him to describe a fictional chase.
Because there's this open area.
I loved it. I just couldn't finish it all. Uh-huh.
Over here on the other side of the house.
Uh-huh.
Over here, there it leads.
Gina Davis, I subbed a couple days ago. Your voice is crazy. I'm like, let me see this brother. And I love it. You got soul and you're super bad. Hey, thank you. Thank you. If you love my voice, I appreciate you because I'm a podcaster, you know. So I don't like the way my voice sounds personally. So I'm glad you guys do because y'all the ones who gotta listen to me. You feel me?
Another trail to that field.
Okay.
But I didn't go that trail because I don't know if anybody wanted me to go on that trail because that's their property. So I just decided to turn it back around and I go and look, scan around to that field, and I scan out through the bottom through that trail. I'm
Okay.
just scanning out.
And you end up where?
And I ended up at the bottom of the creek. And I came up and I was looking around, didn't see anybody. Then I went up. I know how you can go up the diameter and you lead to another trail.
Mm-hmm.
So I lived up here.
Oh,
Went
can you
to
turn
the
it off?
backyard and went to Amanda. Tried to catch up with Amanda, but
You didn't
she
know
was
to
already
just
leaving.
unplug it?
Okay. At what time did you see the guy on the back porch?
When I quit running for it.
I was
I
just
don't know what time.
I don't know.
No,
I forgot
where
to.
were you at?
Oh, up on that road, halfway up here.
And so you were already up here. You'd already done gone back out and tried to make contact with the man, and you were on up here.
Yes, sir.
Good ways, you say?
Yeah. Yeah, where you can see the back porch and the other porch in the back where the door was open at.
Okay. All right. Okay. Got my head around that a little better. Okay. So after you try to make contact with Amanda, and you realize she's too far up the road for you to make contact with, you do what?
So I just stopped and I turned around to see if Alana was home.
Okay.
But that's when I seen that tallish, blackish dude, but it ain't.
No, I don't have original content video on this particular case. I will tell you who our next original content documentary is going to be on. Um, but this particular case is from Stranger Stories YouTube. The case of Lacy Aaron Smith.
He ain't black, he's white.
Okay.
But I seen his face.
All right.
And he just took off and ran down to, this.
Janae, you think I sound like Tone Loc, man? Shout out Tone Loc, man. That's an OG from the West Coast.
Main creek.
Yeah.
He just
So
ran down
you're
there.
coming down you're coming down off this main road here,
Yes,
the
sir.
driveway, and you look and you see this guy on the back porch where?
where the main door was open at.
Okay, so
That
he's
back
up by
door.
the back door, and you can see him up by the back door
Yes, sir.
from up here.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
We're near this open area.
okay.
So I quit it, ended.
You better stop, Erica. You got me blushing. I'm glad my camera's dark right now. Y'all can't see. That's why I keep it dark so y'all don't make fun of me. Cause I be blushing when y'all chatting with me.
Because you can see it go a little bit backwards.
Okay, so where and you said he ran, and where did he ran? You said
He
back
just
down
ran,
toward the
he
creek.
just ran down here to the creek. To There's a
driveway?
little driveway down there.
So he ran from the back of the house,
Yes, sir.
out the side yard, and down the rest
Down
of the
that.
driveway,
Yes, sir. Down to the
Okay.
creek.
and you went where?
I was looking to see if anything was disturbed. Because I wasn't going to chase him because I couldn't really run for him.
Okay, so where did you check for things being disturbed?
The Callahans, they leave their door open. All I do is open the door and say, "Hello, I'm here."
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I did, but the computer chair was tipped over and I've seen a bunch of red,
Mm-hmm.
and that got me kind of worried and kind of thinking that something happened. But
Okay.
first I thought Alana had spilled her Kool-Aid and was running around, but no one answered, and that's when I kind of something popped up in my head that something bad happened. And I went up there.
Hey, shout out you, Janae. I love you back, man. I love everybody in the chat. Without you guys, there is no show. You guys are the star of the show. I'm just your co-host. That's it. You guys are the stars.
And looked at the back door and looked around. There's more red and leading out to the back.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Amanda was coming back up. I was looking around, looking around the yard, and Amanda asked why I was still back in the yard. I said I seen somebody run up into my yard, that back area,
Mm-hmm.
and I was seeing if y'all was there, but I can't find Alana.
Okay.
And where did you?
Schmidt was so convincing that Callahan's sister believed his story. It wasn't until her own interview with the police that she began to know.
He said tallish blackish dude, but I keep calling him black because he was dressed in black. His face was white. The person that he's saying that he made up, he's saying is a white dude dressed in black. But he keeps saying the black guy when he's describing him. So it's confusing.
Notice the discrepancies. Here's a quick reminder that I have a Patreon page with a ton of exclusive and ad-free content, like this one about a predator that was.
Okay.
And then
Where were you at?
I was, this back trail. This is where Alana's laying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ran this way from that back porch and was going down that way again. But when I turned around and walked out in front of that burn pile and was looking down that trail, that's when I saw Alana. And I got an upset stomach and I was feeling woozy. And Amanda saying, "Where's she at? Where's she at?" And I was saying, "Down that trail." And she's saying, "Which trail did one?"
Erica, I'll definitely let her know. She'll probably see if she comes in the chat. Y'all be talking to her all the time. But yeah, I'll definitely let her know. You know you're a saint in this household, Erica.
behind me, that one or that one? I said, "That one over there." And she seen her and she ran over there and called 911 and just started screaming and crying.
Okay, so when Amanda came in, where did Amanda come in?
To the front door.
And where were you?
I was down here, lowest down here in that trail.
Okay, how did you get out of the house?
Through that back door that
Okay,
was open.
when you went out of the back of the house, and you were at the back. You were in the house. Where did you go? You went out of the back of the house, and where did you go from there?
I went
Hey, Letha. Hey, babe.
over there to the computer, seeing was
No. When you came out, when you come out the back door, what did you do when you came out the back
I
door?
was just looking around, seeing if I seen anything strange.
Mm-hmm.
And I just went on down to that creek bank area, and I stopped and I just turned around right down here. And I wasn't going to go fill park down there anymore because I already been down there. So I just been up and went up to their house and went to the front door, and the man was already in there, was yelling for Alana and Chase.
Okay.
And I said, "Is Alana with y'all?"
Okay. So then what did you do?
And I put on my shoes and I went out and helped Amanda look for her.
Who went out first?
Amanda and
Okay.
Chase.
Amanda and Chase went out first. You put your shoes on. You went out where?
I went back out the front door and I was looking out through here because she first went up to the top of the road, that main road again, and was looking out.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I just put together a little roachy pack, a little roachy spliff. That shit working. That shit working.
Around, going slowly, just scanning out through the side of the roads.
Okay.
And she turned around, was coming through here. And that's when I turned around. I went past that burner pile. I saw her.
Okay.
Where did you said you got sick? You throw up?
I couldn't throw up because I didn't eat anything today. I sat just a couple few minutes ago in that man's room. He had me a couple of bags of pretzels.
So when Amanda she pulled it back here by this trail, right?
Yes, sir. No, she went through her backyard.
Right.
To my trail.
To back here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where
What's
were
this?
you at?
The camera?
I was standing halfway on
Oh,
the front of that trail, riding around.
yeah,
So
Elijah
you
did.
were on the driver's side.
Well, you know where that burning pile is?
So I
That
got
big
you
old
ring
burning
light.
pile?
Well, I don't know where to put it. It's
I know where her truck was.
Yeah,
Where it was
and
parked.
right behind
Dude,
it
I
is a
can't see
big
the
old
screen.
pile of
Okay.
sticks and stuff like that.
Okay. So her.
And I was standing right there beside it, and I saw something blue, and that's when I saw her.
And Amanda was already back here.
She was already starting to pull in, going that way, and she saw me turn around. She's like, "What's the matter?" And I told her why. And she's saying, where's she at? And I'm telling her, she thought I was talking about this trail, but I was saying that trail.
It did a lot. I can see my
And she
face
ran
now.
over, started screaming and crying.
Callahan's sister went into shock at the sight of the body. She had only left Callahan for a short time, and she had no idea that Callahan would be targeted for such a violent act.
Let me ask you this. Because this is about really the only thing that's I'm not really sure about. When you looked out the back door and you saw what you said by then you knew was blood, and you saw the drag marks around.
We drag the garbage out.
Okay. But you said you already saw the blood. By this time you had already seen the guy in the dark clothing.
I think my boy made a pass on old girl. Like even his own cousin said he was obsessed with that family. He was probably obsessed with those sisters. He probably came on to her or like was like, I like you. She was like, nah, you just my friend type thing. And he came back and shot her.
Twice. Saw him at least once at the back door or whatever. And you walk in and you see this blood and you see this drag mark leading to that trail over here. Why didn't you follow it?
Because I thought it was because a couple of days ago, me, Chase, and Little Paul, because they got another little brother that's got after school that comes at 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we was taking out garbage the other day, going out around that tree, because if we kept on going straight,
And congratulations on the new job, Letha. She wanted to tell you congratulations on the new job.
there's like a metal chain out there that we can't hardly notice. But if we drag it over, it's going to rip open the bag and it's going to spill out all that garbage everywhere.
Okay.
So he's telling us to go that way, and that's when I thought I'm used to that black mark. Not until
I mean, I can understand a black mark as far as just a regular black mark that you've seen there all the time. But black mark, and the first part of the black mark is up on the porch. And what's up on the porch?
there's red blood.
Okay. I kind of don't understand why, if you'd already been all around that area of the creek.
Down here.
Well, you said you've been.
I would have thought that too, Erica. I was thinking that too, but he didn't go and shoot her. Like uh he didn't run up to her and just kill her. He played like, hey, someone was in your house type thing. You know what I mean?
Been all over there.
Going down through here in that back trail.
Okay, but you
Hey, Hey, Jeanette, welcome to the gang. I appreciate the subscription.
In the backyard when you come out the back door, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And you turn immediately and go back down the way that you just had already checked. I mean, you came from your house all the way down that trail, all along, searching the fields, looking around, come all the way back up the front of the house and go all the way
Except
down,
this
halfway
field.
down the driveway, look at that field, look through that field to see the guy on the back porch apparently. Come back around, go in the house, come through the house, see the blood, see the drag trail leading right back around to the only area where you have not been. And what do you do when you come out of the back door again? You go immediately back down to the other area which you've already checked, which you said that you already knew he wasn't down there.
No, down here. I knew he wasn't down there. I did not check this one trail right to there.
Yeah, but I mean, is there anything that would have led you to believe that he would have hung around in that one trail? I mean, you've been all over that area all through there.
I don't know. All I did was check real fast if he was still lingering around the edge of the
I
woods.
mean, you told me earlier that you saw him. He ran down this way.
Yeah.
SOS, welcome to the chat. Fatima Reed, welcome from South Africa, man. Shout out South Africa.
Yeah, when I had first seen him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the second time seeing him on the back porch, he jumped off the back porch and was running down through
this
that
way.
way,
Yeah.
down to the creek.
Down here. So you come out the back door to check to see if anything's missing or out of place, and you find drag marks that are out of place, right?
Well, I'm used to those black drag marks because that's what I was telling y'all about. I was taking out the
Okay, so
bags of.
Yeah, Gina, that's what I think it was. It was some type of rejection, and then he came up with this plan to kill her.
And then,
It doesn't matter if you can't. It all will lead right back down
oh,
to
but
me.
it does matter if we can, though, Aaron.
Because he's going to say he won't.
You're going to talk about laying cards down? We're laying cards down now. This is
Now he's crying. We got the fake crying.
Boy, if you
how it
I'm
goes.
laying all my.
You laid all of yours down, and I'm going to lay all mine down.
I'm laying all mine down
Okay,
right
then I'm going to lay
now.
all of them down, and I'm going to tell you right quick, the trump card that we've got is your story does not make sense.
That's what exactly what y'all are saying.
That's
I'm
exactly
trying
what,
to tell you what.
no, what you're doing is every time that I ask you something or every time I point something out, you try to make it fit.
it's not going to.
It's not going to. Nothing that you say except what happened is going to fit.
That's what we're trying to do.
That's what we're trying to get you to understand. Plain and simple.
Bro started crying because he said, no matter what I tell you, it's gonna lead back to me. And then they start talking about justice for that girl, and all the tears go away. He's like, fuck, bro. Like, it's always fake tears.
You can sit there and talk about dwarves dancing under the rainbow. It ain't going to change the fact that it's not going to fit, period. The crime scene does not lie, period. It does not lie. It's only for you to understand.
And I want to be able to tell him there's something that might possibly be able to.
It's not going to compliment her. She's going to hate it. Oh my God. I didn't want to do anything to harm her.
See why I'm scared? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm scared because he's young and I'm just gonna say it, bro. He's white. So he might not do like a whole bunch of time, bro. Like they might let him slide. Like, bro should go to jail for life, but he's 14. So he might only get like, you got to be in jail till you 21, or you got to be in jail till you 25, or something like that. Like, that's what scares me about this case, because he's a cold-blooded killer. He deserves to go to jail for life. At the age of 14, 15, AZ Main, welcome to the game, bro. Appreciate the subscription. Uh, he at 14, 15, bro, your brain is pretty solidified. Like, you kind of know what's what's going on. You know what I mean? You know, like, okay, I shouldn't kill somebody. I shouldn't grape anybody. I shouldn't uh I shouldn't harm people to the point where they're gonna die. You know what I mean? Like you understand those things. And that's why I always say teenagers are the most dangerous people in the world because they're smart enough to understand these things, but they don't give a fuck. Their emotion, they're like, you know how people always say women run on emotion? A teenager is like a woman times 100. Like they're super emotional, like no real world logic at all.
I didn't want nothing to harm her.
I believe that.
Yeah, we do. You could look at this whole situation and tell that. So why don't you tell us what happened?
I'm telling y'all, but y'all are saying that makes a big bogey almost a myth right there.
So
Roxy, welcome to the chat.
if you know in your heart of hearts, if you know that what I'm saying is the truth, why would you keep hanging on to it? Why are you gonna keep hanging your hat on something that you know? You can lay all them cards down there. No. But ultimately, I'm gonna lay my hand down and I'm gonna win the hand. Think about it, Aaron.
I like the poker analogy, but I don't know if it's gonna hit home with a kid. Like I didn't know how to play poker when I was 14. He'll get tried as an adult. They'll hold him till he's 17 in juvenile. Then he'll go to the grown-ups. Anna, I hope that's what happens. I really do hope that's what happens.
Think about it.
Welcome to the chat.
Think about it long and hard. Everything that you've set up until this point, and we told you at every step of the way which way it doesn't make sense, and you know it doesn't make sense, but you're going to keep hanging your hat on it. We're already at a point now to where we're almost there. The last breakthrough is you, and that could be the ticket.
Hey, shout out Shelly. Welcome to the chat. Big Mall status.
Investigator Evans is talking about being able to tell her mother. Period. We're asking you to help.
Guys, we just opened memberships uh about a week ago, and we've been growing so fast. If you got the means, man, take a look at our memberships. Hey, shout out Lethal with the super chat. Oh, that's a super sticker. She bought the sticker, man. Shout out Lethal with the sticker, man. Right, hey, but like I was saying, definitely check out our membership program. It helps the channel out immensely. You get access to special content and special emojis. We're still working on the emojis. We got one emoji out, but there will be a line of them. And yeah, but just let us know. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let's tune back into the show.
Pull it out off the dresser.
Y'all were going over there to scare her.
I was going to go over there and tell her mom, to tell them that I wouldn't be able to go over there for 2 weeks. And he was just there to just do some fiddle farting around.
That's well, and I'll be honest with you, that still does not add up. But that even makes you look twice as bad.
I know.
Because you could have warned mom off or sister off, and you
Oh, baby, well, you my rock. You my rock, Letha.
didn't. I don't think that's what happened. I don't know. I don't know what else to. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to do. I'm trying to get you to understand something here.
I know my hand's going to be on that gun because
the bottom line is you're all over this whole thing. Period. Not just the gun, the yard, the house, the road, everything. You're over everything. You, Aaron, are over.
Nah, SOS, I think they just want a confession. Low key, the confession saves the taxpayers a ton of money. Like, you don't have to pay the public defenders, you don't have to pay the DA, you don't have to pay the fucking judge, you don't have to pay the fucking bailiffs. You don't have to pay the jury. You feel me? All the counts, like all the paperwork.
For everything. Nobody else is over everything. You're forgetting there were other people in that yard too with you. The dogs kept tracking back to the same spot, which is in the backyard. Kept running around over here, running around trying to find other stuff, and they couldn't find other stuff, and they ran back to the front yard. Why? Because nobody left that backyard, Aaron. Nobody left that backyard. If anybody left that backyard, those dogs would have made a beeline off of it and ran through the woods over there because they ran that way. They looked that way. But they kept coming back. Why? Because the person didn't leave. There was no time. It does not add up.
Your prints, you're the only ones on the gun, right?
Yeah, because
You're the one that dragged her outside.
Yeah.
And dragged her over there.
And might I add, you said, oh, you just thought it was a garbage trail. Do you really want me to go tell her mother that was a garbage trail that was drug over there?
Bro said he saw blood on that trail, but he thought it was a garbage trail. Like, his stories ain't adding up.
my hands and hit her.
Okay.
Callahan's fingerprints should have been on the gun if this scenario was true. If they were not, and even if Schmidt had had the presence of mind to place the gun in her hand to get the prints, there are ways of determining that as well.
When that happened, yeah, you said Alana was talking about wanting to learn how to shoot. Is there stuff that was going on out there that scared her? I mean,
she didn't want to be home by herself, and she wanted to know how to use the pistol.
Okay. So there's this pistol that was laying. What was the pistol at to begin with?
Just laying underneath a bunch of hats.
And where at? I mean, you said she was
near.
Bro, fingerprints on the gun. He left the gun at the place. Like, there was no way he was getting away with this. Just confess, doggy.
Good Lord, we've been sitting here talking about this now for a little while.
I don't want to go to YDC. I'm scared of a lot of things.
I understand you're scared of a lot of things, but the one thing that you need to be concerned about is trying to figure out what the facts are and get the facts.
Bro, you think I never been to juvie, but I know from watching a lot of true crime that in jail, they be like checking people's papers. You think they gonna check his papers like in juvie? Like somebody gonna be like, bro, what the fuck?
I am telling.
Shout out Karen, welcome to the chat. James, welcome to the chat. Cynthia, welcome to the chat.
The truth about doing this, and I grabbed.
You are trying to manipulate things to make it look a certain way. Is what you're trying to do.
Manipulating this time.
Yeah, sure you are. If you're not okay this time, I don't care about what happened prior to that gun going off. I want to know when you had that gun in your hand, where were you at when you?
Erica, you ain't never lied. We need a woods emoji. It be so much bad stuff happening in the woods, man, all the time.
You got it in your hands.
I was standing right there behind her.
Okay, and what did you do?
I was trying to get it back up, but it didn't want to go up.
Okay.
First, I thought I was supposed.
How close were you to her?
Within 2 feet or closer to her.
Okay. Because here's what we know: the bullet went in, it went through, and it went into the keyboard. So it could not have been from the side, from over here, from over here, from over there. What we're telling you is, there's only one way it could have happened. I held it like this, and I wanted to go do it like, hold it like this, and ease it, but like I said, it did slide out of my hand. It went off, and it popped it. Why?
Schmidt isn't going to let go of his claim that this was an accident. None of his...
Now he's saying it's an accident. That cop was pissed. You see it? You see dude right here? Watch. Hold up. Watch this cop right here in the bottom screen.
Finger, but then the thing back over here, back there. But what happened? It ain't any worse than what it is right now. Just you're trying to sit here and fit everything into it so it sounds better.
Oh, Karen, I'm glad you appreciate our chat. It's because we're not robots. There's a whole bunch of real people in our chat, and we really analyze the cases and we really discuss what's going on. Everyone here is pretty accepting and loving. We all like to share sometimes. Sometimes I overshare. You know what I mean? But that's what it is, man. We're a safe space over here. Fade King True Crime Reviews. We watch people's mistakes and help analyze, you know, the police and see what they're doing right and claim them for doing the right thing, and then also seeing when they do wrong. We do a lot of cool stuff over here. So thanks for hanging out.
But all it comes out is just sounding like you're trying to cover up something. That's all it sounds like. Period. And I'm not trying to get aggravated, but good Lord, we're going to sit here talking about this now for a little while.
I don't want to go to YDC.
SOS, welcome to the chat. Shout out Arizona.
I'm scared of a lot of things.
I understand you're scared.
Cynthia, so he lived in a small little country town. Two girls moved in next door. He became friends with them, almost or pretty much obsessed with them. He then shot one in the back of the head. First, he made up a mysterious character that did this, and then he said he did do it, but it was an accident. And now they're trying to get him to give them the real motive. In the chat and me, we come up with the rejection theory, thinking that he probably made a pass and that girl rejected him, so he grabbed the gun and shot her. But we'll see.
Scared of a lot of things, but the one thing that you need to be concerned about is trying to figure out what the facts are and get the facts straight.
I am telling the truth about doing this, and I grabbed.
You are trying to manipulate things to make it look a certain way. Is what you're trying to do.
Manipulating this time.
Yeah, sure you are. If you're not okay this time, I don't care about what happened prior to that gun going off. I want to know when you had that gun in your hand, where were you at when you got it in your hands?
I was standing right there behind her.
Okay, and what did you do?
I was trying to get it back up, but it didn't want to go up.
Okay.
First, I thought I was supposed
How close were you to her?
Within 2 feet or closer to her.
Okay. Because here's what we know. The bullet went in, it went through, and it went into the keyboard. So it could not have been from the side, from over here, from over here, from over there. What we're telling you is there's only one way it could have happened. I held it like this, and I want to go do it hold it like this, and ease it. But like I said, it did slide out of my hand. It went off, and it popped it. Why?
Schmidt isn't going to let go of his claim that this was an accident. None of his other stories have worked, and he knows he is facing a murder charge if he can't turn things around.
There.
Okay. All right. So, how did the whole thing about the gun come up in the first place? How long had you been there?
I've been there probably about 5 minutes because it took Amanda a little while to get down there and wait for Chase to get off the bus.
Okay.
So it was probably 10 to 15 minutes. And she was telling me before I left, I was about to leave, because I told her that the door was open, because that one day the door was wide open, even though Amanda said she locked it. Even though it was wide open.
Okay.
The other girl was picking their little brother up from the bus stop. She then came home. He told her a story about how he saw someone running out of their house. Then he took her into the woods and pretty much showed her that they found her.
Okay, I don't want to know about all that. I want to know about when you're standing back there talking to Alana. She's dabbling around on Facebook, answering emails and stuff like that, and talking to you or whatever. At what point did she say anything? When did this gun thing come up?
I was telling her I'll think about it, and she kept on saying, I need to know. I need to know.
So you talked about this before?
Only once.
Well, why was it just so important today?
Huh?
Why was it just so important today? Had it been done today?
I don't know.
Had she been having problems with people? You said before she was scared.
Yeah, scared to stay home by herself, because one time there was a dude that walked around her house and she got scared.
Okay. Is this something she was...
Sit down, still feeling a fart with it, and I got up and I went like this, and I wasn't realizing where my hand was, and it was on the trigger, and it went off and it got her.
Well, let me ask you this.
My boy got a monster truck shirt on.
Why did you lie?
Schmidt hangs his
He gonna try to play like that child mentality right now.
head to avoid making eye contact, which he has done multiple times throughout the interview.
Let me just pick one thing. Why did you lie to the investigators?
About what?
About her touching the gun and fumbling with it, and you,
Shout out Bradley, another member has entered the chat.
her finally handing it to you. Why did you lie? Why did you make me go through all that process of having it fingerprinted for me to have to walk in here and say, you know what? Her prints ain't all over it. Why did you lie and tell those investigators that she touched that gun when that dead girl has never put her fingers on that gun? Why did you lie about that?
I don't know.
Sure you do. Why did you lie in an official investigation where someone you know is dead and you have drugged their body out?
If they're dead.
You're not going to do that to me.
Not until you just said that the dead girls.
Bro, you literally shot her in the neck, drug her out the house. How you not know she was dead? The statement's coming out of his head, out of his mouth, bro.
What?
Until you kept on saying the dead girl. And that's when I finally figured out that she was finally dead.
You think she's been alive all this time?
I don't know. All I know is she wasn't moving or not.
And she's gargling.
Huh?
That come out of your own mouth.
What?
You said she was gargling.
Yeah, she was
And then
like,
she didn't. She was laying there not moving and not breathing.
Yes.
What normally
moving.
happens when somebody's gurgling and they quit breathing?
You know when you ask that deputy what happens when you shoot a deer and it gurgles? You know there ain't much life left in it. You know enough about that to know. Sure, you know she was dead. The point I'm trying to make here is, why did you lie to the investigators and lead them to believe that that girl had put her hands on that weapon when she had not even touched it? Why did you lie about that and mislead them and make them go and do extra work and me extra work? Why has it took the last 4 hours to try and get the truth out of you when you could have sat here and told us the whole story and be done with it? But yet every time I walk in with something, I'm going to do the gun residue. You add something more to your story. That is a lie. Why are you lying about this?
I don't want to go to YEC.
Why did you lie and tell those investigators that that dead girl put her hands on that weapon? Why did you say that to them? Why did you lead them to believe that? You know what? If you're scared, if you're really scared about what's going to happen to you, you better start telling the truth. You better start telling the whole truth. Because let me finish, because you know what? When I finally do go home tonight, my conscience is going to be clear that I gave you every opportunity, me and this man right here, sat here and gave you every opportunity to tell us the entire truth. That girl is at the GBI crime lab. I don't know what they're going to find. I don't believe you've told us the whole truth. I don't know if they're going to start cleaning her.
Shout out Shelly. Welcome Alvin to the chat and welcome I'll allow it to the chat.
Up, and there's going to be a press contact wound right there that a
Derek, how's it going, man? Welcome to the chat.
weapon makes. I don't know that.
He lives with his older sister. I don't know if his parents are in jail or passed away, but he lives with his older sister. She's his guardian.
In your mind, though, you know the truth. You know what's eventually going to happen when, just by the mere nature of it, it can't be done at night.
Yeah, he's closing the distance, Bradley. He's for sure trying to squeeze more pressure on him by taking away his space, his safe space.
Has to be done in the morning when all the pathologists and all the people with PhDs and all that, when they come into work at 9 in the morning and they start looking at this girl, they're going to be able to tell us stuff that we just don't know tonight. So what all I have to depend on is by the way you're acting and by the way you have misled these investigators, you have told them lie after lie after lie. And trust me, when the district attorney's office gets this, they're going to be concerned.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll allow it. Jennifer, welcome to the chat. I believe the firearm was already in the girl's house.
About all these lies. Well, why did he lie to y'all? Well, he told us, I don't know.
It's a country town too, so you know there's guns like everywhere.
That's not going to cut it. You need to tell me the truth. You need to tell me the whole truth, because when that body is cleaned up, when that house that nobody's going back into tonight or tomorrow except for us till we get through sweeping it with a fine-tooth comb and we found the 9mm casing.
The investigator has positioned himself to be
Hey, KD, welcome to the chat, man. I'm glad you found us.
in Schmidt's personal space to make him uncomfortable. Sometimes people will.
You're trying to muddy the water. You're keeping me from the truth because you're making me go around this way. You need to tell me the truth about what happened. I don't know what happened. Tomorrow morning, about maybe 11, after they've done the autopsy and all that, they're going to do everything. Rape kit,
Janelle, welcome to the chat.
Check her fingernails, and they do all that. Standard autopsy stuff, do all the, put the lasers. I said dowel rods, that's old school. That stuff like they did back in his time. No, they use lasers and stuff nowadays. Okay? So, with all that in mind, knowing that if we leave here, only you know if you told me the truth. Only you know what that body's going to say when it's cleaned up. My God, this sounds like an episode of CSI, don't it? The dead body speaks.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't have his parents. I think his parents are either passed away or in jail or something. He lives with his older sister, and I'm sure he's been a handful. And at this point, after she got told what he did, she was like, just talk to him. Like you could talk to him.
If we have to come back to you because you forgot to tell us something, or because you misled us, because you made some investigator work more hours than he should have.
KD, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Chad, welcome to the chat, man. Welcome back. I remember you here yesterday.
When you could told the truth, they're going to break it off of you. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. When all you had to do was say, you know what, guys, this is what happened.
And since I am from the old school, like you said, if your only concern here is that you don't want to go to RYDC, you're afraid to go to RYDC, you're more afraid of going to RYDC than you are getting the truth out about this young girl, to me, you're a coward. If you're more concerned,
Oh, looks like we got some inside information. Natasha knows the case a little more than we do. She said, welcome to the chat, Natasha. She said, the boy had actually snuck around and found the gun in the girl's father's closet. The father always kept the guns hidden places so the kids wouldn't misuse it. The boy had planned this for a couple. Shout that out.
you're more concerned about
GMA, welcome to the chat.
going out there than you are bringing some kind of justice or some kind of rest to this girl. Who is your so-called friend. You're more concerned of covering your butt. To me, you're nothing no more than a coward.
Yeah, the guardian should be there, but what if she don't want to be? What if she like, bro, you killed that girl? Like I'm not rocking with you.
who's going to wind up getting buried if you don't tell the truth. So if you've ever going to be a man, now's the time to step up.
You're going to wish to God you had finally broke down,
I'm not sure when the case was, J.E. or
Man,
James.
hollering, I
Shout
love
out James.
that.
Welcome to the chat.
If that was the case, I ought to have icicles in here. No, you ain't got to draw it to scale. Just tell me where it's at.
Well, you see where the truck is? There's another trail right behind the house. Where there's a line on this side, but the other path is right here on the other side of the truck, on the right hand of the truck.
What is that?
A lawn.
Okay. So this is the house. You're facing the house like this. All right. You come up, and that's where the girl parked back here with the truck. Right?
Yes, sir.
You got a path that goes up this way and a path that goes down the hill that way. Where's it at?
You talking about where there's like a little tree?
Shout out Shelly, bro. She low key like our community fact checker, man. I appreciate her a lot.
Look here, dude. Don't jerk me around.
Man, you already know. You already know. Detective Fade, I wouldn't have took none of this. He would have been in cuffs. I would have had him cuffed to this little ass desk the whole time.
There's 1,000 trees out there. The truck is parked here.
Yes, sir.
There's a path that goes up that way toward.
But that's what I was gonna say, my bad. The parents, they get put in such a bad spot, and no matter how good a parent they tried to be or thought they were, you know they feel so bad. Like, dang, where did I go wrong? Especially if they were a good parent, you know?
Your house, right?
Yes, sir.
There's a path that goes down the hill that way.
Yes, sir.
Where is the
that
gun?
way, and it's ditched off on that side.
How far down?
All I did is throw it in there.
How far down were you when you threw it?
I just went barely in the middle of the
So
trail.
you went right here?
Yes, sir.
Or were you down here? Or were you down here?
No, I was right up here.
So how far down?
Just right there where your phone is.
All right, and so did you rear back and throw it like Tom Glavine, or
No, all I
did
did
you
was
just
grab it and just toss it in.
Slung it.
Yeah, like that.
Schmidt,
This gotta be Georgia. My boy said Tom Glavine, like the Braves, like he a Braves fan.
When that body is done an autopsy on it, the way you said that she was shot will be proven wrong by the very people that you like to watch on TV, and that's the people that are going to crucify you in court. When you had the chance to sit here and tell me and this man what happened. No, I'm going to keep lying because I don't believe eventually when 11 o'clock comes tomorrow that they will have her and they will do an autopsy and they will have all that stuff happened. I don't know. You've told us lies for a reason.
Let me read you like a book.
Told us lies for a reason. To throw us off of the truth. You tell a lie to cover up the truth.
10-7.
You're going to regret the day that you let us leave this room with these issues not cleared up. Trust me.
It's gonna come back to bite you. Bite you hard.
disgusted and tired of his lies, the investigators bring the interrogation to a close. Aaron Schmidt was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Hey, shout out Monet, man. Welcome to the chat, man. Appreciate you. Is it Monet or Monet? Let me know. Um, but yeah, man. Shout out everybody, man. Appreciate everybody. Thank you for the sub, man. That was a crazy case. I'm glad he got life. I was afraid. I was afraid he was gonna get paroled when he was like 30. But my boy gonna be getting sold for a pack of noodles on the weekly. You feel me? And he gonna have to wash drawers and do all that. I promise you. Um, I don't think that guy's gonna have many friends in jail. If you catch my drift. All right, so basically he wasn't allowed to play over there no more, so he killed the daughter who told him that probably. I told you, I told you it was in Georgia. As soon as the cop, shout out Shelly, our factician. Um, she she's checked it out. It is Georgia. But when he said, "Oh, what you think you Tom Glavine?" Now, mind you, Tom Glavine's a borderline Hall of Fame guy. Like he's a really good pitcher in the Major League Baseball. But like only a fan of the Braves during the 1990s would know Tom Glavine. Because even then he was like the second or third best pitcher on that rotation. Like it was a crazy good team. So like that reference just it let me know he had to be regional. He had to be from Georgia.
This is 44-year-old Calvin.
All right, we're gonna skip the intro because we don't want to know the whole case. Uh this one's called When the Suspect Arrives First to the Scene. Hey Kiosha, welcome to the chat. I had a homie named Kiosha in like 8th grade. Kiosha was my friend, bro. Shout out Kiosha. Uh, welcome to the chat. And then oh, you didn't know there was a community of investigators? Well, we ain't going nowhere yet, so hopefully you not. We got another video lined up. Like I said, I'm gonna skip the intro on this one because I feel like the testimony is more interesting when I don't know the full story. You feel me? It really lets me put on my detective hat. You know what I mean? I'm YouTube's favorite detective, so I got to keep my skills sharp. All right, so this guy's name Calvin Allison. If you want to look it up on your side, go ahead for any fact checks. But I'm going in this. I'm raw dogging this the way that these criminals raw dog these police. I'm a raw dog this tape. I don't need no lawyer. I don't need nothing. I'm Detective Fade, and I'm going in. You feel me?
Miss Renee is. So you know where the girl walked across the street?
Yeah.
That's Cassie. The house before it is Miss Renee.
Okay, so she used to live with him? Or no?
No,
Okay,
just they've
so
known each other for a long
Gotcha.
time. She'd be able to tell you how long he's lived there.
So she lives, if Cassandra lives, he's down here, you're here, Cassandra lives right there, you say,
What's good, Michael Wilbur? Welcome to the chat.
Miss Renee's right
lives
there,
right next to her to
just
the right.
fenced in, right across from us. And then the house is directly from us, the one that had the maroon car in it. Them people just moved in about a month ago.
Tell me where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? That was my jam, man. Shout out Carmen Sandiego.
I think her name's Miss D.
Miss D?
Yeah, that's the one that lives right across the street from us.
Okay, I know. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. When was the last time you had seen Charles?
Sunday night, when I took him a pork chop dinner. We cooked on the grill.
Do you ever go inside of his home at any point?
Yeah, I went in that night.
When his wife was with him, had you ever been in there?
No, we didn't know him when his wife was there.
Okay, gotcha. I was just curious.
Other than we talked to him, they used to have pit bulls, and we were scared. We didn't know if they could jump the fence or not. So my wife went over and talked to him, and then she left not too long later.
Okay. So the last time you saw Mr. Charles was Sunday night?
Yes, sir.
And you said you remember earlier
Nah, man, you gonna have to give me like a 2 cheeseburger meal from McDonald's. If I'm gonna crack, if they catch me for being like if Detective Fade ever go out like Alonzo on training day, then then I need at least a 2 cheeseburger meal, supersized fry, you feel me?
Told me that you were out barbecuing and you guys cooked out and you brought a plate over. So pretty much.
We don't know yet, Michael.
How did Charles seem that night?
The same. I mean, just sitting in his house. Same old Charles, you know. He just kind of sit like this, you know, talk to you. Kind of like Sling Blade. It's like talking to Sling Blade a little bit, you know.
So they call me Slim Blade at work because I got the you know, if I yank my pants all the way up, I need to know these days.
Like this.
Yeah.
You got the eyes of him.
Yeah. Apparently, I look like Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
With the shaved head. One of these days, I'm gonna come into work with all my crap. I'm gonna wrap it in a belt.
I'm what am I, 37? I'm 37 now. I'm from Las Vegas.
I'm gonna see if anybody notices.
Biscuits and mustard.
Mustard. Sorry, you know, for the longest time they had that on my door. They had Sling Blade, and it was what's his name? Carl Childers. They took my name tag off my office and they put Carl Childers in there, and they told me how to own up to it until it disappeared. So yeah, it happened. So
I always get, you look like my Uncle John or my Uncle Thomas. It's because I'm fat and got freckles and a beard, dude. I look like everybody.
Yeah. But so you were in the house on Sunday night with Charles. You said he was doing, you know, still the same self and everything else. Do you notice anything weird inside of his home or anything like that, or anything out of the ordinary?
Dirty.
We just jumped into the footage, so you guys know about as much as us. But it seems like they're asking him about Charles. So I'm assuming Charles was found dead, and they believe him to be the last person that saw him.
I mean, yeah. I mean, say that again.
Smelled bad. I mean, you could tell the dog's peeing and pooping in the house.
Yeah. Was the dog there?
Yeah, Cookie was there.
Okay. And where's Cookie usually kept at?
In the house.
I meant like in the house. You know, like specifically just like Cookie run around wherever.
Runs nuts.
Okay. And did he have any guests over that night?
No.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Carmen Sandiego. That song is stuck in my head right now.
While I was there.
Okay. And I remember we had a previous conversation. You had said that there was a truck that was over there. I'm not sure. Was that every once in a while?
I've seen it there a couple of times, but I just know it's his guy friend. He drives a white, and I'm not sure if it's a Ford or Chevy, but it's an older truck.
Okay, so it's an older truck.
Yeah.
What color is it?
White.
So white older truck. And you've never seen this individual at all?
No, sir.
How often is that truck over there?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Posture-wise, he's still pretty relaxed. His arms are, you know, on his thighs. His legs are a little back, like there's like an imaginary line. It looks like he's trying to stay behind, maybe. But that would be the only red flag that I have right now in terms of body language.
So every once in a while. Yeah. Has Charles ever talked about them?
Just a little bit.
What does he say about that guy?
Trying to buy pot for him.
Oh, really? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think. Does he say anything else about this individual? I know you say he's a friend. Did he annotate, like, hey, yeah, I went somewhere with him before or anything like that?
No, just the last time was he wanted like a large amount of pot, and then the guy never showed up. So.
Okay. So the guy wanted pot from Charles?
Yeah.
And what would Charles have?
Yeah, Letha, for sure. They both got their poker faces on right now. The cop is in a position where he's leaned back like I am right now. But if he goes into gamer mode, like sits up in his chair to be elite gamer mode, he's in his face. He's taking away his space. You know what I mean? So he's selective. Like everyone's still playing poker. It's like a chicken game right now.
Pot.
He would call and ask if we could get it for him.
Okay. Do you guys know somebody or anything like that, or?
Yeah, we know someone.
Okay. And I'm assuming it helped him with his, you know.
My boy on YouTube and shit, scrolling through shorts. Hey, man, make sure you go check out our shorts. We also got 100% original content and documentaries on the channel. Go check out Brian Landry, the Van Life Killer. Go check out that new video, man. It really helps the stream out, really helps the channel out a lot. Make sure Hey, thank you, Postal Patriot. Appreciate that. Thank you for the subscription. But definitely go check out our new documentary on the van life killer. It's a quick 2 minute, 3 minute documentary, just quick into the facts. Let me know if you like that content format. We're trying to deliver the content that you guys asked for. That's why it's important you join our Discord and give us the recommendations we need.
Disabilities from the stroke and everything else. Probably caused
Stress.
Yeah, no, I can understand that completely. You know, I mean, his wife just left him. He just had a stroke.
Well, she left him, and then he had the stroke driving. I think he drove a big rig.
Yeah, we ended up. I guess I think somebody told us.
Yeah, Kiosha, we're very close in age. I'll be 38 in January.
I don't know why I went over my head there. I think he was a dump truck driver or something like that.
I think he crashed it when he had the stroke.
Yeah, and then you said he had another stroke, and I didn't know about that. Was second one until you told us.
I believe he had a second one, like a small one.
Okay, and damn, I had something on my mind. I completely went out. Did Charles ever talk about? Did he ever have any dates? Anybody that would be intimate with him?
He didn't talk anything like that with me. I mean, every time he came over, it was either just to eat or he wanted us to give him some pot.
Okay, so it was just kind of
yeah.
You guys were friends, but you weren't like
not like friends. Go shoot pool or hang out or something like that. Yeah, okay. Like acquaintances, just neighbors.
Okay. And did you ever talk about his wife and the reason why she left?
Bro, that's backwards as hell. If you eating at my house, eating dinner with my family, you low key more my friend than somebody I hang out with like at a bar from time to time. Like me and that person could just go to the bar at the same time, the same day, one time, and then we become bar friends because we both visit the bar at that time. You know what I mean? But we're not real friends. But if I invite you to my house, bro, you eat dinner that my wife cooked, like that's different. That's more intimate. Dude lying already. That's his first lie that I really caught. That's the first lie I really caught him up in. I told you, when we don't watch the intro, Detective Fade be on it. I got my Detective Ray-Bans on. Let's go.
You know what? If she did, he would have told Gina and Jared, maybe, but she was with another man.
Okay.
She moved to Texas.
Earlier in the month, Erica. Mine's earlier in the month.
Okay, so she cheated on him.
Yeah.
Okay, that probably broke him down a little bit.
She took everything from what I remember.
No, Kiosha was not my high school classmate. But I had a kid that I went to in middle school. There was a kid named Kiosha I went to school with.
What I'm saying is she took everything. Like she wiped the bank accounts out and whatever valuables were in the house she took.
Okay. So obviously we're here, you know, doing our investigation and stuff. What we're trying to help here and what will help us out is we need a timeline with all witnesses that were part of this, okay?
Yes, sir.
Starting when the last time you saw Charles was on Sunday night, was his truck parked approximately in about the same location?
Yeah, he either parked it like right there or it would be parked a little bit farther forward. He kept it parked right there.
Did he usually block his driveway into there, or is there any particular spot?
Oh, I see what you're saying, Erica. My bad.
He would, like I said, he was parked. I mean, I guess it depended on what he did.
Mm-hmm. How frequently did he leave the house, too? Because I know you guys said your wife would run errands for him.
Well, we haven't ran a lot of errands for him in a long, long time. Okay. But he was going, I know, when I would take the kids to school in the morning, since I've been on 3 to 11, when I'd get back from dropping my daughter off at 8, he would be gone. And then he would show back up somewhere around 10 or 11.
10, 11 in the morning, or?
Mm-hmm. In the morning.
And you said you'd go and drop your daughter off at 8 o'clock in the morning?
Well.
You think the wife did it, Michael? Shout out Roxy. Welcome to the chat.
We would leave the house.
I think bro did it. The wife might have been involved, though. That's not a bad play. Betty, welcome to the chat.
6:30.
Okay.
Drop my son off at 7 at Blue Angel. And then I would drop her off between 7:30 and 8 at Brown Bar. You know, that's a long triangle with traffic at 7. And by the time I got back from Brown Barge, you know, it's right around 8 o'clock.
Okay, so Charles would be gone usually from that time period.
And, you know, he was taking Cookie, he said, to the dog park a lot.
I think this guy killed his neighbor. That's the quick update. This guy, the police think he killed his neighbor.
get her out.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's what he was doing then or if he was going somewhere else.
Which dog park?
What's the big one?
Lexington Terrace or something?
In East Hill.
Oh, in East Hill?
Yeah, it's Lexington Terrace.
Yeah.
That's
What? East Hill ain't in Lexington Terrace.
No, your buddy who Vornholt, Greg, or whatever,
Mhm.
he was saying that they go to Lexington Terrace.
The one that's kind of not far from where he's at.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought he was going to the one off of 17th.
He could very well, because...
that was the one he was first going to because he said it had 3 dog parks in it. And then Cookie was chasing the big dogs, and the big dogs didn't like it. So I don't know if maybe he changed and went somewhere else.
Well, I know Greg, your friend, he was saying that...
All right, from the introductory part of this, I need y'all to put ones in the chat if you think my boy killed Charles. Ones in the chat if we think he killed Charles.
he would come there every once in a while. Maybe he was using 2 different dog parks just to mix it up. Or
Maybe
something.
he switched because the other one was big.
Yeah,
He couldn't catch Cookie. If she got out the door, she would run. I mean, it took us forever to catch her. I ran. She got away from him. He couldn't catch her. I bet I ran. What's the next road? There's Erman. And then 2 blocks down, she went into someone's fence. And my daughter was with us. And I told her, I said, chase her to the back. And when she went to the back, I shut the gate. It took me 15 minutes to catch that dog in that fence.
It is.
Then you had to carry her back. She had no collar or nothing on.
How big is Cookie? I know it's a pit mix, right?
I don't know.
Derek, welcome to the chat. S. Taylor, welcome to the chat. His body language has been very casual so far. I'll give you that. But the police haven't turned up the investigation already, and we've already pointed out holes in what he's got going on already. Detective Fade is already on his head. We already own him.
My wife knows what she is, but she's about like this. You know that white dog we saw?
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit bigger and thicker.
Okay, so almost identical.
Yeah.
Kind of like
60 pounds, somewhere in there.
Maybe 40, 60 pounds.
Friendly to people. I know you said not the kids.
Oh, no, she's friendly. It just, when the kids start playing.
She gets robbed.
Yeah, man, and she was she'd get on the trampoline, she would jump by herself, and then when the kids get on, she would start grabbing them. I think she's trying to play with them, but she bit Tucker real hard.
Shit, you can go down to Best Buy and put one on credit. Do a payment plan with 0 APR.
Yeah.
So that's sometimes more side deal. So you wake up, you say about 10 or 11 o'clock. And do you notice anything out of the ordinary with him again? Like, do you notice a vehicle there?
Like I said, he never comes outside. Okay. Like, he's always in the house, and the only time he come out is either to come talk to us or get in the truck and leave.
Okay. So after fixing the washing machine, that kind of jazz, doing your wife's handiwork, I think which we all do for our old lady, because they say you do it, you don't do it, and then you hear about it in the next 2 months.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure you check out the memberships on our channel. Also, don't be afraid to mess with that super chat. It helps the channel out, and every dollar goes a long way, man. We're a small channel. It helps keep the lights open. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in and subscribing. Let's see if this dude Calvin is guilty.
What happened? Did you go to work? And what time did you get back that night?
Man, what time did I get in Monday night?
Was it a long night? Like you were saying, if you don't finish your calls kind of night?
Monday, I think. Maybe I had an hour and a half overtime Monday night. And 30 minutes last night. So around midnight. I mean, that's around the time I usually get home.
Okay. So you got home about midnight. And again, I know a lot of this is repetition, but just like a police report, it's repetition, okay? Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Was his porch light on? I know you said that he usually has it on sometimes.
It's so dark over there,
Did you see any?
But I didn't see the porch light on either.
Okay. Did you see any vehicles parked out front that weren't his?
No.
Was his truck there to your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, so
truck's always there at night. Like, he don't hardly ever leave at night.
Okay, so I'm assuming that your wife and kids are in bed. I'm not sure if your wife's a night owl or not.
Sometimes it depends on if I'm getting off right at 11, she'll stay up. But if I'm working late, she goes ahead and goes to bed.
Okay, so was she awake that night? Do you remember?
I think she was awake.
Did she ever mention anything weird to you? Like maybe she heard some weird noises or anything like that, or anything out of the ordinary?
Not to me.
And did she happen to see Charles for any particular reason?
No, she said. She told me on the phone the last time she saw him was Monday morning.
Okay. remember anything she said particular to you about, like, seeing him Monday morning? What was he doing or anything?
No, she just said the last time she saw him was Monday morning.
And did she annotate, like, how she saw him? Was he at the front of his house? Was he walking his dog?
He didn't walk her.
Okay.
Like, he would get her to the truck, put her in the truck, and then he would leave. Like I said, because if she got loose,
it was game over.
It was done. Yeah,
Gotcha.
She's gone. You're going all the way down to Chase Field.
What's his last name?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what Kendall's last name is.
You guys have a business truck, or do you guys take your Dakota?
No, it's a business truck. We got the big white ECUA trucks that have water pipe, and usually I do sewer. When I'm on days, I'm with, like I was telling you, with Donald George, the one that knows.
Now, do you guys keep that parked there at the business, and you guys drive the personal vehicles there?
We drive our personal truck there, park it, and then we're in the company truck all night.
Okay. Do you ever drop Kendall off at any time or anything like that?
No, we're in the truck all the way until we clock out.
Has Kendall ever been over to your house?
No, sir.
Okay.
Kendall water bottle.
Well, hold on. Tuesday, he ran me by to say bye to Wendy and the kids.
Okay.
And I helped her put the suitcase in the cooler.
Did she leave Monday or Tuesday?
She left Tuesday afternoon.
I thought she told me she left Monday. She could have said Tuesday.
That one person, hello, welcome to the chat. Betty, welcome to the chat. Guys, they believe this guy killed, or he was the last to see his neighbor alive. So this is his interrogation. It seems like he's doing a lot of side talking. But his body language does seem calm. We've seen a few minor red flags in his story, but the cops haven't really cracked in on him yet. So let's see how it works out.
She left Tuesday afternoon. The original plan, they were going to leave Thursday. And then the kids are like, we don't even want to go the last 2 days. We're not doing nothing. And
Was this last week for Escambia this week or something?
And my son, my nephew and him are 6 weeks apart. And my nephew's autistic. They're like two peas in a pod. And he's like, I'm ready to go see Cole. Let's go. So they loaded up.
Okay.
Now, Kendall's black or white?
He's white.
White guy?
Yes, sir.
How old?
30s. Late 30s, maybe. Mid-30s.
Okay. Anything descriptive on him? Do you know his last name or where he lives?
Hey, you know what? If you hadn't asked me his last name, I could have told you his last name.
Yeah, that kind of works.
But he's been at ECUA like 10 years.
Okay, so
he's been there forever.
Okay.
Good old country boy. He lives somewhere out. I know he says it takes 50 minutes to get to work.
It's kind of like me. It takes me an hour to do.
Like the guy I work with, Donald, he lives in J. Or he calls it New York.
I don't know. He looks like mid-30s, early 40s, maybe.
I'm not sure where that is.
It's a community office in Schmidt.
Yeah, that's where he lives.
Yeah.
Derek, welcome to the chat.
They're called New York.
New York community, yeah.
It's like I never knew for the longest time. There's a town called Florida town, or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's because you don't know anything, so.
Exactly. I don't go up to the country. You know, I have an accent. I don't like this guy. So.
Alligators around here, isn't there?
Plenty of them.
Yeah.
But, so, outside of Wednesday, like I said, you went to Walmart, went to work, came back.
Hey, Wentworth, I appreciate that, man. I'm definitely working overtime, man. We trying to blow up, bro. We trying to turn a hobby into a dream, into a reality. You know what I'm saying? This is what I want to do, bro. This is what I want to do is entertain y'all. And as long as y'all keep stopping by and chatting and supporting, it keeps the lights on, baby. And I appreciate each and every one of you for that. So thank you, guys.
You said about 11:30?
10, 11 o'clock, somewhere around there.
Okay. And then today, when you came home, do anything fancy? Did you work on the house at all?
Put some clothes in the washer and the dryer.
Okay.
Took a shower. Got up. Went to Walmart again. Got the, what is the things that you put the essential oils in?
Oh, diffuser.
Yeah, got one of those for my wife.
On Wednesday?
Today. That her sister sent me a message saying you had to get this. So I got that.
Which Walmart you go to?
That one was at Navy. And then...
During one of his trips to Walmart, Allison bought the tarp he used to move Locke's body.
I left a little early to go to work because she wanted some of those, what are they called, camis? The shirts that had the...
Yeah, bro did this shit, bro. He cold-blooded.
Like I said, we helped him out, and then we talked to him every. He stayed in he's like a hermit.
I can kind of tell from his home. So
Hey, Steve, welcome to the chat, man. I appreciate you guys. I try to be honest, man. I keep it 100 with the audience. Everybody seems to appreciate honest and stand up guys. I'm just trying to see if there's anyone else. Elijah, welcome to the chat, man. Big Ma status. That's my cousin, y'all. Who else? Wentworth Pond, welcome to the chat, brother. Appreciate you. Mary, welcome to the chat. Have I ever? Yes, I have been questioned by detectives before.
let's go back here. So you're telling me that your interactions with Charles is, more just every once in a while.
Yes,
What was
sir.
your most frequency
Once.
you ever saw?
Once, twice a week.
Once,
Well,
twice.
I'm gone all day, usually, except this month. I'm gone from 6 o'clock in the morning till whenever I get off. Could be 9 o'clock at night, or I might get home right at 4 o'clock when I get off at 3:30. So I'm gone, all daylight hours.
Gotcha. Well, like I said, what we're going on here is obviously Charles was murdered. There was a lot of foul play in this situation. And it's my sergeant's job, my job, and every investigator up here that we solve his case, figure out who murdered him. That way we can bring justice to what happened, as well as we bring peace to his family.
You convicted felon?
No, sir.
No criminal history?
I have
Battery charge?
Yeah.
All right. That's it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And that was, and let me tell you, I lived on Girling Way, which when we moved here, we didn't know it was a bad neighborhood. The guy brought us the back way through Michigan. So you see the nice houses. Well, the guy across the street, his mom's
My bad, bro. I've been fucking these grapes up. Let me mute the mic. I apologize.
house. This guy's 50-something years old. And he had a big pit bull. He got loose in the other neighbor's yard, attacked their dog. My wife got them separated. Didn't call the pound or nothing. I'm at work, I come home, and he's out there yelling and screaming and waving his hands. And when he went like this, I thought he was going to hit her, so I slapped him. And then I went to jail. And even the officer on site said, look, I don't want to arrest you, but I have to.
How long ago was this?
Shoot, that was in 2015.
Okay, it's not too bad. Not too long. So,
I've never been in trouble. I mean,
if Charles had ever been in trouble?
I don't know a lot about him.
Like I said, he was just checking up on that because he had some questions. But like I was saying, Calvin, biggest thing with us is, like I said, it's our job to find a killer. To figure out what happened. Obviously, family wants to know. My bosses want to know. Everybody wants to know.
Yes,
it helps bring peace of mind to the family and everything else. When we found him, it was pretty bad. Okay. And there was a lot of, it wasn't just, like I said, somebody beat to death, stabbed, or anything like that. It was a pretty drastic situation where, I'm sorry, when was it? So, obviously, why we're here to help is so we can get assistance to help the family. Okay?
Yes, sir.
It's very important that we find this out because ultimately, yes, it's a job we do, but I would absolutely love to bring peace to it. This gentleman wasn't a bad person. I don't know what his private life was like. I'm not sure if he ever told you what his private life was like. But what's important is we get the absolute truth and do right.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And I'll shoot straight to the chase. Okay. When we found Charles, there were some certain items there that we found peculiar. Okay. So
I appreciate you, E. No, yeah, we don't know too much. I think dude is still guilty as fuck. He's been calm and chill this whole time, but the cops are too calm and they're respecting like what he's saying too much. Are there they're playing buddy buddy with him too much. So that tells me they have the evidence they need. They just want a confession. So they're letting him just talk and be cool. And then they're going to flip and be like, okay, bro, let me just break it with you. I already know what it is. Tell me what's going on. You know what I mean?
That was unique and stuff. That kind of why we were asking about the trash and everything else.
Yes, sir.
Do you know particularly what we had out there and why? Like I said, we're talking about the twine, we're talking about the drywall and stuff like that. Okay. Do you know anything else Charles might have been more involved in?
He stayed at home all the time. I mean, other than taking Cookie. I mean, I don't know what he's doing in them hours, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, he'd be gone from, I don't know what time he would leave, because I leave at 6:30, and then he'd get back around 10 or 11, so.
The detectives were able to confirm that Allison and Locke had conflicting schedules. The two men were rarely together at home, and never in a public setting.
My big concern here is what we have out there is, like I said, items that were consistent with items that were found between both of your guys' yard. Okay? And this is the reason why we have here, we're asking you, trying to come to a bottom of things. And what's difficult for us is, mind you, I know you love your children, you love your wife, okay? And I know your wife's probably worried about what's going on too, very curious. I know she's going through a lot with this probate stuff. Okay? I'm sure she hasn't told your children what's going on. Because I'm sure they met Charles and I'm sure they like Charles. Okay? Where we're at and what we're looking at is, I know these are the people that are important to you, okay? And I know something else happened, okay? It's what I need is help assisting with what happened to Charles.
I don't know.
Okay. We have a few things that I would like to go over, okay?
Yes, sir.
The sheetrock that was on your front of your residence, is there anybody who would have any other access to that?
Anybody come up on the porch, get it from the side of the house. I mean, it's not locked up.
Okay, that's very true. The ties, you've never seen those before.
I'm not sure what I mean, you said twine.
Yeah, twines. I call them ties, you know. You've never seen those before?
No, I don't use them.
Yeah. I didn't know if there was a particular thing, like I said, I didn't know if there was gardening going on or anything like that.
The only thing we've done is dug that big bush up our front yard.
Okay. We have some questions of some stuff, and one of these questions would be more related because of these investigators have found. Okay. Investigators obviously did a search warrant on both residences. Okay. I would love for you to help me find out why we have some items of Charles's inside your residence.
Okay.
We have some keys. We have some other items. Is there any particular reason why?
His spare keys he gave us.
Why did he give you any spare keys?
In case he lost the other ones.
Okay.
When he lost his wallet, I have his checkbook. He used his checks. He gave me that in case he lost his wallet again.
Locke, according to his family, was
Uh-oh, shout out Pamela, that's a member. You know I like when the members come in the chat.
a very trusting person. Unfortunately, Allison wasn't able to resist the temptation of having access to Locke's bank account.
Do you have any other items of Charles's inside your house?
No, sir.
So, Charles's cards were stolen. Who's this gentleman to you?
That's E-Rail.
Who's he? It's Darrell?
E-Rail.
Hey, shout out Brooklyn. Blessed, welcome to the chat.
He says he goes at your house.
He's just been staying there for a few days.
But real quick, I'm gonna interject for just a second. I'm gonna let him talk or whatever. All right, Calvin, I want you to make one thing very clear to you. All right, we don't pull no punches. We don't bullshit. All right, listen, just hear me out, okay? We do our homework before we come in here. You don't have no criminal history. All right, the last thing you want to be painted.
Pamela, this guy murdered his neighbor and now we're trying to figure out why he murdered his neighbor. He still hasn't confessed yet, but we as a chat have decided he's guilty already. So we skipped the intro. There was people who come in halfway through the show that don't understand the concept of the episode, so they kind of break the fourth wall for us sometimes. But I've stayed in the wall, and I'm telling you, bro's guilty.
It as is a monster, because the only thing we leave in this world is our legacy, right?
Yes, sir.
No matter what you have, it's our legacy.
Yes, sir.
And no matter what you did, how you did it, or whatever, your children, at least your children, I can't speak for your wife, but your children are always going to love you.
Yes, sir.
No matter what. All right? Everything we do is videotaped. There's no secret about that. Okay? So, this is whether Calvin is this heinous monster, okay, that they look at as a killer, okay? Or we know what kind of lifestyle he was into. Did something go wrong and then something went bad and you had to take care of something and do something? Listen, hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Because if that's what happened, then that's what happened. Because honesty, even though you think not, honesty will get you so much further than sitting here on this table.
No, Pamela, I wasn't talking about you. It was other people kept being like, "What case is this? What name is this? What happened? Who'd he kill?" Like, and I'm like, "Bro, y'all messing up detective fade mode." But Pamela, I was giving you the update because all members get an update anytime they need an update. You a goddamn member.
Because if you go to jail,
I love my members.
You go to jail for this murder, okay, there won't be another chance except on the day of trial for them to see who and what you are. Because just like he said, he's going through some things that we have found. We go back to the things that we found at the scene. Ask you about your boots, okay? We have your boot print at the scene, okay? We have your car tires at the scene. We have the tarp in the trash can, what it was bought in at your house. The sheetrock that is at the scene, okay? The same UPC code is on your front porch, Chief. You with me?
Yes, sir.
So now is the time. You have children and a family to save face and be a man.
I didn't do anything.
Well, then explain it away. You tell me, all right, you don't say you didn't do anything. You explain to me, how did Calvin Allison's boot print get there at the scene? Because we have your truck. We're seizing your truck, okay? We are in your house as we speak. We see.
See, look. I told you, didn't they go to pro gamer chair mode? Ow, I just kicked my fucking Pokemon cards. That shit hurt. Fuck my toe. Ouch. But ouch. But you see they went to pro gamer mode? You see they're leaned up in the chair now? They're like, bro, he got his hands like this. He like, bro, like he gaming, bro. Like he about to tear somebody up on Call of Duty.
He was dragged from the house and back through the yard. You raked your yard in the last couple of days. Okay? We're at your house now. We don't miss nothing. Okay? So you tell me, how does your boot print get out there at the scene? How does your tire, your left front tire, because you have 4 different tires on that truck.
Oh, he's fucked, bro. They know what tire is which. They got his boots at the crime scene, bro. He's done. Put a fork in him. Ain't that what they say?
Your left.
Betty, welcome to the chat.
Front tire's cupped. Okay, you know what that is, right? Cupped. All right, it's when you ran over the sheetrock, all right, it left the black tire marks on there that matches your tire. Then that brown piece of facing boarding, okay, that you use to repair your shower with in this photo.
Taco Lee, welcome to the chat. Jason Barnett, man, welcome in, bro. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by.
Right here. Right there. The board, that's there at the scene also with the same tile on it. Now either you got some shitty fucking luck, okay?
I didn't do it.
Then who did it?
I can't tell you, but I
No.
didn't do it.
You were there.
I wasn't there.
Calvin.
I've been at work and with.
Calvin, listen, okay? Remember what he said, okay? This is an opportunity for you to explain and help us
Just don't
figure
go
out what's
away,
going
brother.
on. This doesn't disappear. And this is the type of thing that, like you said, you want to go out with your children thinking that you're a monster, or do you want to go out to say that we owned up and you want to tell us what happened over there?
Well, I didn't do anything, so I mean, I didn't do it.
Calvin, you understand what we're coming at. This is the chance to win water, everybody. You know what I mean? And to top it all off, I'm not sure if you're aware, but where Charles was found, there's one camera.
Hey, Taco Lee, thank you for the sub, brother.
There's one way in, one way out of that place. And one of the neighbors got a camera sitting right on that road.
And you're familiar with it because your friends live off of Sarant. And it's just on the other side of Sarant. All right? Because let's see here. This is where your checkbook, let's go right here. This is where the checkbook and the keys are found. Okay? So there's a checkbook of his. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, we go to there. There's the tarp. That matches up. That Ozark Trail come from Walmart. Okay? Then this guy shows up at the house. I'll tell you what I think. This is what I think. I think you're a good person. I think you're a family man. And I think Charles has helped y'all out at some point in time, just as y'all's helped him. All right? But Charles has a little fetish that a lot of people don't know about. You know, you can't miss it because if you walk in his house, can't miss it. He's a cross-dresser. Got fake boobs, got dresses, got all kind of stuff. I think Charles come on to you.
No.
And shit went bad. If that's the case, I can buy that.
Charles popped out with some boobies and some lingerie. And Calvin was like, no, I got to kill you now, bro. You think so?
If shit went bad and you got a guy that has homosexual tendencies and you're not a homosexual and he puts his hand
Eric, welcome to the chat.
on you.
That never happened.
Okay. Then man, I'm telling you, I'm all ears. I'll take notes. You tell me.
We need to know what happened.
You tell me, how did all the things I just showed you, I've showed you some of my cards. Okay. Duct tape, that duct tape, that's going to seal the fate because of the way duct tape is. Okay. So you tell me then how all those items I just laid out to you got there 5 feet away from the body. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Sir, I don't know.
I mean, Calvin, like I said.
Sarah, welcome to the chat. I feel like they've been doing a really good job during this interrogation, actually. And that's, we all updated.
Those straps, those ties too. Guess what? 2 of them on the body. Okay? 2 of them on you. I mean, we got 2 or 3 on your property. Okay?
Warrior 42. Man, you think he got faded? Did some wild shit, sobered up, got mad, and then killed boy? That could be a possibility. That could be a possibility.
But you just said they were on his property too. So I mean, I don't know what straps or what ties you're talking about.
I'll show them to you in just a minute. I mean, that's the least.
That's the least of it. Exactly.
That's the least.
What we want to know is what happened. We need a story, Calvin.
Did somebody borrow your boots?
No.
Okay.
Where did this happen?
Where do you think it happened?
I don't know. You said it was in his house.
Negan, are you Negan from The Walking Dead? Was his last name Walker on that show? I don't know.
What was in his house?
You just said he was drug out of his house.
I said you can see where he was drugged through the yard, and you raked your yard because he was drug out the back. And it looks like
that's what you just said.
Right. Did you not rake your yard?
Dang, he was in his house? Yeah, I think his theory is holding more water.
Yes, I told him.
Hey Heather, welcome to the gang. Appreciate the subscription.
Cleaning the
never
pool
told
up.
him.
Never told me you were cleaning
that.
Yes, I did. At the very first, when we asked about when I told you about the pool, and I said been raking and watering, and the grass isn't growing.
You told me there was a part in the back that doesn't grow, but you never told me you were raking. You said you just moved the pool over.
Yeah, and I said I've been raking and watering, and I can't get the grass to grow.
Calvin, understand as we sit here, These type of situations get worse and worse, okay? And what we do for a living is, like I said, is bring justice, okay? He has a family.
That cop think he Batman. My boy said, "What we do for a living is bring justice."
He has sisters. He has kids, okay?
Yes, sir.
You have kids. You have a family.
Yes,
You understand
sir.
if you were put in the same type of situation, how bad it would be and how heartbroken you would be,
Yes, sir.
especially the way he was found.
Yes, sir.
I need to know what happened over there, Calvin.
Well, I don't.
Oh yes, Sarah. This for sure. They're sticking to the playbook. They haven't called any audibles. They're sticking to the playbook. They know.
No, sir. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
You just kill people?
I don't kill people. I didn't do it.
Who did it then?
I
You
don't
let somebody
know, sir.
borrow your boots and you let somebody borrow your truck? I'll show you right there. There's your boot print.
But I think you got scared. And when you got scared, I
Bro, somebody borrowed his boots. Yeah, that cracked me up. Shout out Letha.
think you made an irrational decision and tried to take care of it. I just want to know what led up to it and why it happened. Look at me, Calvin. Your story is important. This story will be important because it also, you got to think about your children, your wife. You got to think about, does Calvin have a chance if he doesn't tell his side of the story? And Calvin had a beautiful opportunity to tell his side of his story. I need to know what happened, Calvin. Otherwise, we're in a bad situation, buddy. Charles, I know, had some weird habits and stuff. I need to know, did it have anything to do with that? No, listen to your boss, okay? Calvin, look at me. Tell me what happened, buddy. I ain't here to fucking mess you up or anything, man. I need to know what happened over there.
You tried to kiss me.
With his back to the wall, Allison grasped the motivation that the detectives have
Did bro just say he tried to kiss me?
I just think it was an accident. I think maybe that when it happened, you got nervous. This has never happened to you before because you're not a violent person. And I think that just mistakes were made down the road. Things that could have been, resolved the minute it happened. But I think you got scared. And when you got scared, I think you made an irrational decision and tried to take care of it. I just want to know what led up to it and why it happened. Look at me, Calvin. Your story is important. This story will be important because it also, you got to think about your children, your wife. You got to think about, does Calvin have a chance if he doesn't?
And I pushed him down.
No, listen to your boss, okay? Calvin, look at me. Tell me what happened, buddy. I ain't here to fucking mess you up or anything, man. I need to know what happened over there.
You tried to kiss me.
With his back to the wall,
He said he tried to kiss me.
Allison grasped the motivation that the detectives have repeatedly presented. There was never any evidence to show that the two men had a relationship, but Allison thinks that this might be used to make Locke's death look like an accident.
He tried to kiss you.
Grabbed me. And I pushed him down.
Shout out Pamela, man. After he came, he got mad. he had that post nut clarity and was like, ah.
I don't think he hit his head on the, I don't know what it was. The blood was coming out.
It's okay, Calvin.
No, it's not okay.
Look at me. Calvin. Calvin. Boss, look at me. I need your side of the story. So he tried to kiss you. So he came on to you. He hit his head. He started bleeding.
I didn't know what to do.
Just got nervous.
Embarrassed.
He was like, damn, these fake boobs kind of feel real, huh?
Why would he do that to me?
What day was this, Calvin?
Sunday evening.
This happened when you brought the food over?
Yes, sir.
I don't know why he tried doing that either. Because you have a wife and kids.
Yeah, Pamela, he had that post-nut clarity. He was like, what did I do? How could I have did this? And murdered, bro.
And Charles died instantly?
I'm not sure.
Did you just leave?
Yes, sir. I waited there about 5 minutes. He was twitching. Then I left.
What did you do next?
I didn't do anything for 2 days.
Allison wasn't completely inactive. Every day after the murder, he withdrew money from Locke's bank account.
Oh, yeah. He been doing something strange for a piece of change. If he know that dude bank account info, he know his PIN number and shit.
I didn't know what to do.
I understand you're scared. You know what I mean? I get it, man. Calvin, you're not by yourself here, okay?
Oh, well, my life is over.
Calvin, look at me.
And then my kids are...
Calvin, I know you said you didn't know what to do. You're nervous. I get it, man. Did you... Obviously, you brought the body over there, right? How did you take him over there?
the truck.
Did you use anything to cover him up? That empty lot next to his house for anything?
No.
When you raked the yard, is there any reason why you raked the yard?
Drag more.
So you dragged him from your backyard
Through the garage.
through the garage, and then through the garage to your truck?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I know this could be hard for you, but we did have to notify your wife what's going on. But she does want to talk to you. I know you said you didn't want to. It would be hard to. Okay. But I think it's only fair that you talk to her too. I'll make sure that this gets to her. And this will get to the family, okay? I do have to stand in the room though.
It's fine.
You know your wife's number?
The detective isn't doing Allison a kindness. He hopes that Allison's wife might say something to implicate him further or contradict his story.
Hey,
What is going on, Calvin?
I did something bad.
Why?
I took him the food. When I said
He said, I did something bad. I was a bad boy.
it down in the kitchen, he made a pass at me and I pushed him and he fell. His head, blood went everywhere and I panicked.
Why would you not say something. Like, why would it was an accident, Calvin?
I don't know, Wendy. I panicked.
Calvin.
I know. I don't know, Wendy. I'm so sorry for what I'm putting you and the kids through.
Why would you, like, I mean, I don't...
I'm so sorry.
What about Tina?
What about Tina?
Be honest, Calvin.
I didn't have anything to do with Tina. That was all Billy.
How do you know?
It had to be Billy. I didn't have anything to do with it.
Like, why would you, oh my God, Calvin, like, why would you not have called 911? It was an accident.
That's what I don't know, Wendy. The blood, and he was moaning.
Yeah, if he was still moaning and shit, and dude came onto him, and he hit him with like a hammer or something, and then called the police, he'd be in a much better situation than lying, covering up their secret relationship, murdering dude, dragging him into the fucking woods, taking him somewhere in a tarp in his truck. Like, you did hella extra shit, bro.
What do you mean he made a pass at you?
He tried to kiss me.
What?
He, I don't know. Can I tell her?
Everything you want to tell her.
He's plays on the other fence. He's a cross-dresser.
So what are you being charged with right now?
I don't know, Wendy. Probably, I don't know. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, Calvin. I'm gonna leave the kids down here. I'm gonna go get your dad and I'm gonna come home, okay?
So,
okay?
Listen. I'm so sorry.
I don't understand this. This is crazy, baby. You made such a bad decision. Like, you've done some stupid shit, but this is, like, beyond stupid. I don't understand why you would put us in jeopardy like that. It was an accident.
I don't either. But I love y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry for Charles's family. For what I've done to you and the kids.
Oh my God, I love you. I'm gonna.
Listen.
I love you.
I'll just give him a hug.
I will. I'm going to call your dad.
It was found.
Did you have any plans to do anything like that? I told you, Calvin, you're not a bad person.
Yeah, that's bad. To me, that's bad.
No, you made a mistake.
Look, I used to be a drug addict in my 20s, and I never did anything like this. My wife saved me. Your kids saved me. And I've been so good. I've been sober over 7 years now.
What kind of drugs did you use?
It was methamphetamines that I got strung out on. And I've been sober 7 years now. Because of the element that I was like this, take it all away.
Alright, Calvin. I'll be back in a minute, okay, boss?
Yes, sir.
Allison still remains a suspect in that murder, although there hasn't been enough evidence to bring charges. Calvin Allison was found guilty of murder, 3 counts of grand theft, and 1 count of tampering with evidence. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Another one bites the dust. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, so dude doing life, he ain't getting out. If it really was an accident, he could have avoided a lot of jail time. I mean, probably still would have went to jail, but it wouldn't have been a life without parole. So you know what I mean? If he was honestly making some type of mistake or overreaction, then he should have just called 911. But it seems like they had something going on, and maybe dude didn't was feeling bad, so the other dude was gonna tell his wife, or I don't know. There was some type of weird triangle going on that led old boy to killing old boy. You feel me? That's what happened. Lord Hemi, welcome to the chat, man. I appreciate you. He said, hell no, he's still doing meth. I don't know. He has some weight on him though. Usually meth addicts be skinny. Clues lead to killer after. All right, this one's gonna be community pick. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3 are the options. One is clue leads to killer after trans woman's murder. Um, Two is what they did to that little girl left detective speechless. Three is confessions of a serial killer nurse. Charles Cullen, the good nurse. Which one do you guys want to watch? Interrogation. 1, 2, or 3. Let me know. All right, it looks like number 3 wins. And
On December 12th, 2000.
You guys are going to get a surprise preview because Charles Cullen is literally who we're doing. This video wasn't even supposed to be on the list, to be honest with you. This video wasn't supposed to be on the list. This was from my working. This was from me working last night. Our next documentary, our next original film documentary on the channel will be about Charles Cullen. So this will give us a little background, and I hope you guys support that video when we release it. We're working on it heavy in the background. So if you guys want more content like that, go support it, man. We got the documentary about Brian Landry, the van life killer that we just released. 100% original Fade King true crime review content. Please go support that. It really helps the channel out. But yeah, this is kind of a preview into our next documentary. So let's see what this tape's gonna do.
2003, Charles Cullen was arrested by the police. Charles worked as a nurse, but not because he wanted to help people. Over the course of 16 years, he would take the lives of over 100 people under his care.
June 28th of 2003. We are also here to speak to Mr. Cullen in reference to several other deaths that occurred at Somerset Medical Center and other medical and healthcare facilities.
Charles was born on February 22nd.
Believed he was. Okay. Nurse. New Jersey employment. Let me back up. Let me back up a little bit. I may have jumped the gun a little bit. Are you currently employed?
No, I am currently not employed.
Okay. Where was your last place of employment?
I was a nurse in Somerset Medical Center in Somerville, New Jersey.
What was the result or reason for your leaving Somerset Medical Center?
They had told me it was because of inaccuracies on my application when I was hired back in September or August, when they had me sign an application.
While working during your employment at Somerset Medical Center, what was your primary assignment?
I was mainly in the ICU. Very occasionally I would be in the CCU, and even more rarely I'd be in the step-down IMCU.
From my research on this case, from the documentary we're putting together for you guys, this guy moved around hella hospitals, and they usually just fired him. Like, they were aware that he was causing patient deaths, but they just kept firing him because they didn't want to take liability that one of their employees were purposely killing these people. That's kind of the gist I've got so far.
What was your job title and description while employed at the Somerset Medical Center?
RN nights staff.
RN standing for registered nurse?
Registered nurse, yes.
Are you certified through the state of New Jersey as a registered nurse?
Yes, I am.
After several years in the Navy, Charles would be medically discharged in 1984. Charles decided to become a nurse, and after graduating from nursing school,
Care of since then, for after that, I was taking care of him.
Hey, Valerie White, thank you. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate the subscription, guys. Keep that train rolling. If you haven't subbed already, hit that sub button. If you've been a sub for a while, think about a membership. And if you're having a good time in the chat, man, buy a super sticker or something. Help your brother out.
I'm not sure how many days I took care of him. I took care of him a couple of weeks before he passed away.
Okay.
Charles's first set of victims would be from his first job at St. Barnabas. He would administer lethal doses of medication into his patients' IV bags. An investigation would begin into the contaminated IV bags, and Charles would quit his job, fearing that it would lead to him. After finding a new job, Charles would take the lives of 3 elderly women.
Explain to Detective Baldwin and I how that came about.
Yeah, from my research, for the most part, he's the reason that a lot of laws have changed for nurses. Erica's a nurse. She could probably attest to this. She was a nurse during this time frame too. A lot of laws were changed because of him, like documenting when nurses grab prescriptions and stuff. And he was doing shit like giving people too much insulin, or giving them the wrong meds, or too much dosage of morphine. He was doing all this shit on purpose, bro.
Circumstances and why that came about?
He was in the ICU for a while. Then first, probably because the CCU census was low and the ICU census was high, he was eventually transferred over to the CCU. And then I was assigned a shift over in the CCU, and he was not my patient, but
Shout out Brad. He was a nurse too, man. We got some nurses.
I saw him over there. He was in one of the end rooms, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
He, at that point in time, had gotten a lot worse. I believe he was both in kidney failure and liver failure. I don't think he was responsive at all, and I believe he wasn't getting sedation, which meaning that neurologically he was not responding even without being sedated, if I remember correctly. He may have been on something, but I don't believe he was.
Okay. You familiar with Reverend Gall's medication history?
In general terms, yes. Meaning I had taken care of him a couple weeks before, and I think I'm pretty sure that I had co-signed when his meds were transcribed onto a medication sheet, which is a procedure that nurses do when you run out of space on one medication sheet and you have to copy them on a new sheet to continue medications.
And
over the following decade, Charles would be hired and then fired from multiple hospitals. Patients continued to pass away under his care, but he always seemed to avoid any criminal charges. It wasn't until he began working at the Somerset Medical Center in 2002.
Yes.
I believe another nurse starts reporting him personally, like not just like the administrators looking over the cases like, damn, this guy's losing a lot of patients, but actually one of his coworkers reported him like, hey, this dude's purposely trying to kill people.
What did you do then next?
I went into the patient's room sometime later that night or morning and gave the medication.
Apple, welcome to the chat. Guys, we're 1 like away from 50 likes. Please, let's get that last like. So if you haven't already, double tap your screen.
How much digoxin did you withdraw from the Pyxis system before administering this to Reverend Gall?
I don't remember exactly going by the Pyxis entry. It said 2 amps, but it was probably more. I don't know if the count was off from the beginning, but it was probably 3 or 4 amps.
And what was your intent when you withdrew this? Why were you drawing this out?
My intent was to give it to the Reverend Gall.
For what reason?
So he would have.
Hey, Tiffany, welcome to the chat.
Okay. Is there any reason you selected Reverend Gall to do this for?
He was, from my understanding, terminal. His systems were failing.
Hey, Lisa, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you.
Meaning his kidneys, his liver, and I believe neurologically he had suffered some sort of stroke, meaning he wasn't responsive. I'm not sure neurologically if that was the case, but he hadn't been responsive, whether it be medications or a stroke, for quite some time.
As you saw in this police interview, Charles confessed to his crimes. To avoid the death penalty, Charles made a deal to cooperate with the authorities. On March 2, 2006, Charles would be sentenced to 11 life sentences, and he would be eligible for parole in the year 2388. When they asked him why he did it, Charles claims that each murder was done on impulse and that he spent much of his life in a fog.
Outside influence, outside voices, or anything of that nature telling you to do things of this nature? Okay, that's just a question.
Yeah, she told us that the other night. Lethe wasn't here though, but yeah, she let us know that.
Question I have to ask, obviously.
I don't hear any voices telling me to do anything. I don't have any sort of second personality.
Hey, Tiffany, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate you.
That would have done anything. Like I said, I just have, for the most of my life, suffered from periods of depression.
Okay.
While I was in the service, I was having a lot of trouble with alcohol. I drank. I had gotten a DW, and I don't know what the DUI, DWI, it's
pretty much the same thing. They are the same thing. Just
one was a little bit older, I guess. And needless to say, that wasn't helping, but I was trying to cope with that, with my feelings inside. And they had put me, after a rehab, they had put me on a medication called antabuse, and they told me specifically not to drink with antabuse, that it could cause fatal results. So I purposely took my antabuse and drank, but I didn't get hospitalized. I just felt very sick. Where you've been in the service for, I think it was 3 years, and then all of a sudden you realize, my God, I've got 1,000 so many days, and
Hey, Swamp, welcome to the chat.
I can't leave. I couldn't leave.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I made this contract with the government. I mean, some of the people in the military, when they get close to their discharge date, start marking the calendar with how many days they have.
Right.
When you have over 900, it's not a good thing. It's just too much. I mean, I knew it was years that I had to go, and I knew that I didn't like what I was doing, and I knew that I didn't want to be there, and I didn't feel like it was getting me anywhere, you know, and just also became disenchanted with my job. My job involved nuclear weapons. And I was in when Reagan took over, and I was also disappointed that we were going to change from
Bro, imagine dude could have had like 300 victims. For my research I've been doing for the documentary, they say dude could have had over 300 victims. Like the amount of people he had access to in vulnerable states like that every day for 12 hours every day. It's scary, bro. It's scary, the people that are in the medical field. Because the same type of people that want to do it for good reasons are going to be the exact opposite type of people come to that same job. Like people who want to hurt and cause destruction because they know how trusted that position is.
Or destruction or mad posture to a first strike. I remember that day. I remember thinking, my God, I don't want to be a part of this. I eventually did talk to the service people, tell them that I disagreed with striking the civilian population first, and rescinded. I told them I didn't want my security clearance, which meant I couldn't do my job anymore. So I did that, and then I was assigned as mess tech's master arms, and finally doing cleaning in the barracks as my job. So I never really worked in my field for the past year and a half. Okay.
Retract back to where we were a little bit. That was fine. That was fine.
Just one question before we get off the subject of the Navy. I have to ask you this, since you went into so much detail about your depression during the time you were in the Navy. Did any killing occur during that time at all? Yeah. Okay.
Random thought, but I feel like I'm so excited for the channel and how it's growing. I can't wait till that first guy who just stumbles upon the channel and we just have hours and hours of content and they're just like, holy cow, bro. Because this is the point of we're grinding. We shoot our videos live. All of our reaction videos are live. So by doing this every day, multiple times a day, we're building a network of streams for you guys that you will constantly have true crime entertainment, true crime comedy, true crime conversations that even if you're not there, you can still be a part of because the live chat is still a part of the show and you can always comment and leave your opinion even after the live streams. So I'm just thinking about what you guys are building, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Make sure you join Discord, because that's where we hang out too.
You never tried or attempted to kill anyone. I mean, okay.
Some wonder how Charles was able to get away with taking so many lives, and there are many possible reasons to that question. Back then, records were mostly kept on paper and not on computers like they are now. It would have been more difficult to keep track of patient records and even employee history during that.
That shit was on purpose, because it was harder to track, like, the hospital being irresponsible with the patients like that.
Yes.
Just wait till you come back, so you don't have to repeat yourself.
Okay. Charlie, as you know, we do have an audio tape going side by side with our, the videotape going side by side.
What I'd like to do at this point is, I want to change the tape, but I also have been going for a little while here, so I'd like to take a little break for everybody. If anybody needs to use the restroom, we have some food here, we have fresh coffee here, water, whatever we need, so why don't we just take a short break?
Okay.
And then just note the time, and then we'll pick up again.
Do you know anything about my kids?
Yes, and I'll tell you about that in just 1 second, as soon as we get going here.
Okay, for the record, I'm going to turn off the audio tape, and the time is now 7:53.
I would love to hear your thoughts on this case. Please share them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time here on the Red Tree Crime YouTube channel.
Bro, those are the scariest types of cases, for real, because it's so common. Like, it's so, like, everyone knows someone who's depended on a nurse for some period of time. And when you see things like that, crimes like that, from positions like that, like doctors, nurses, police officers, people in society that are looked up to or trusted upon just off their title alone, that's crazy. All those types of shit, like things that are relatable, bro, that makes it more scary. Like when you see like a crazy wild story with like a crazy twist, it might blow your mind. You might be like, damn, bro, that was crazy, or like, I couldn't see that coming. But when something is relatable and you see it coming the whole way, bro, that's the scary part, because you're like, man, that can happen to anybody. Like, you could be in a car accident and in a fucking hospital, and then all of a sudden this nurse dumps all your stuff or dumps all this random medicine in your line, and then you die. Like, you know what I mean? It's scary, because there's not really much you could do in that situation. You can't even be like, oh, I wouldn't be like that. I would fight it off. Like, you can't even rationalize the situation with yourself like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
In Minneapolis, Minnesota. When officers got there, they found a young woman
who was hit by a Penske truck in November and had severe injuries requiring surgery and therapy.
From there, cameras followed him south, walking to an apartment building at 95 South 10th Street. Once they had the address, investigators took a still image of the man from the footage and showed it to building.
Enormous medical bills.
Morning of November 29th, Minneapolis police received a call about a body found in a courtyard near the intersection of East 31st Street and 4th Avenue South in Minneapolis, Minnesota. When officers got there, they found a young woman with a single gunshot wound to the head, fired at close range. There was no doubt this was an execution. Very building. Police secured a search warrant for his apartment, and when Demarion Bible eventually left the building, officers moved in. He was taken into custody, but then things became even clearer. While he was in the squad car, Bible was allowed to make a phone call. And during a conversation with his father, he said something that confirmed what investigators already suspected.
Dad, it's Demarion.
What's up, man?
Hey, you know it's about that time for me to go to jail now.
Go to jail? What you mean?
Yeah, they got caught. I had killed somebody.
Where you at now?
In the back of the squad car, finna ready to get booked.
Oh, wow, man.
So yeah, the officer let me make one last call or whatever. So, I don't know. Just pray for me. Pray that they don't feed me the pedigree. So yeah, it was a he/she. Dude was acting like a girl the whole time. It was a dude. Me and him ended up getting into altercation. I shot him in the head.
Oh, wow, man.
Bro, you just admitted to all that in the back of the squad car? I mean, I guess that's gonna be his defense the whole way. He not trying to hide it, but he definitely should have got a lawyer, man. The raw dog and the cops is how you get life, bro. Like, damn, he gonna get a hate crime or some shit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you gonna see what's gonna happen.
So you're in the back of the squad car right now?
Yep, I'm finna get booked.
Yeah, he's not joking. This is Andrew Schroeder with the police department. He's not joking at all.
Yeah, it's time for me to get this shit out the way. I love you too. I'll see you soon.
Right after his arrest, Bible was taken in for questioning. What followed inside
That is his name. His name is Bible. That's a wild name.
that room would only make things worse for him.
You're Demarion? What's your last name?
Bible.
Bible, okay.
Oh, that's his last name. I guess that's more. Last names be different. Yeah, last names be different.
Are you working?
Yes.
Where do you work at?
Lee and Chen.
Lee and Chen, okay. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer while being questioned at any time. Okay? And if you cannot afford a lawyer, one is given to you without cost for free. Do you mind if we show you a picture? So we just need to, I guess, ask you if that's your tattoo and your ring. Do you remember what day that was?
Mm-mm.
No. Do you recognize your coat though?
Mm-hmm.
And your shoes? Okay, so this is it's an infrared photo of you on a bus. It's weird because the jacket is a different color because it's infrared, so it sort of washes out the color. And this one's in color. Do you see you? Okay.
I think they're showing him photos of him with that with the girl, with the trans girl.
Do you remember what day that was? You don't? Okay.
This
Or maybe they're showing him that photos of him walking around after he shot her.
one here, you actually trip when you get on the bus.
Do you remember tripping when you got on the bus?
Mm-hmm.
The bus driver was really worried that you got hurt?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. You didn't fall that hard? Okay. Do you remember being lost and wondering where you were when you got off the bus? Looking around and asking where the light rail was?
Mm-mm.
What do you think you were doing right here?
Looked like I was going home from work.
Okay. What are your hours that you work?
I work basically like 2 to 10.
2 to 10?
2 p.m. to 10.
2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay. Do you remember? I think this is the same day.
Going up to the light rail, that lake in Hiawatha.
Do you remember when you were at the light rail at Lake in Hiawatha and you took the train? Where were you coming from? This is after you tripped on the bus and then you ended up taking a bus to the Hiawatha station and you took the light rail into downtown. Where were you coming from? Do you remember?
Yeah. So I do tattoos.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. Where were you coming from?
I was supposed to be doing a tattoo on somebody, but they completely sent me off. So I was just coming back from trying to do a tattoo.
Okay. Where were you going to do the tattoo?
I was going to do the tattoo which, like I said, the person sent me off. So, I don't know.
Do you remember?
You don't know the location, like address or sort of where?
What did the person's name? What did they say? Or what did they look like?
I'm not saying that. That's my business.
Okay, that's cool. Do you remember if you're supposed to meet at a house or an apartment building, though?
I just know they sent me off, Russell.
A trans girl was shot. CCTV footage put him as the shooter. They're trying to see if he'll tell them what happened between them or why, and see if he'll confess to the crime.
When you say sent you off, you mean like they said I changed my mind or what?
Yeah, basically, like, we had a deal that was supposed to be, like, we was going to do this link up, do a tattoo, but they ended up not getting a tattoo.
Did they?
T, welcome to the chat. Shaniqua, welcome to the chat. Ty Warder, welcome to the chat.
Tell you personally, I don't.
Oh, Lisa, I didn't see you. Welcome to the chat.
Wanted I changed my mind?
That's what I'm saying, and just change plans.
They texted you or what?
They just didn't text back.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
So was it somewhere around Cedar and Lake?
That's why I guess I'm just like.
Because that's where that picture's from, is when you got on the bus at Cedar and Lake.
And then you rode the bus from Cedar and Lake down to like 2nd Avenue, remember?
By the McDonald's.
By the McDonald's. Because all we have, is bus video. You remember getting off at 2nd Avenue South in the early morning? You remember seeing this lady? You never saw that lady? Okay. Do you remember that person? This is a daytime picture, but do you remember this? It's kind of like a courtyard. You go back and there's some trees, and it's like there's some buildings, and you walk back in there. It's on 4th Avenue South, really
Hey, shout out Amityville, New York. Everybody, post where you're watching from.
close to Lake Street. Do you remember that? The video shows you met up with this lady. You met up with her. And you walked back into that area with her. Can you tell us why you met with her? Did she want to do some kind of deal with you? And then she said she was a lady, but she really wasn't. And then something really terrible happened. Can you help us understand why that happened? What did he or she do? Did she lie?
What was supposed to happen with her?
I don't know, really. We know.
I don't think he got tricked. He knew what it was. Leith, he knew what it was. I think he just felt bad afterwards. He was like, damn, what'd I do? It was that post-nut clarity.
The name of.
But just because you feel bad after you nutted doesn't mean you should shoot somebody, bro. Like, just make smarter choices with your penis and you won't feel guilty.
The person now, Savannah. We thought maybe you knew her.
Never met her or whatever.
What was supposed to happen when you guys walked back there? Did you have some kind of deal?
All I remember is these photos.
Hey, shout out Galesburg, Illinois. Shout out Arkansas Razorbacks. Texas. We mess with Texas, Conroy, Texas. Shout y'all out. California, yay! I'm going back to Cali. Pew, pew.
Because I was going to go do a tattoo.
Okay.
So this camera here, that's zoomed in. So we know you crossed Lake Street. You looked around while you were at the corner. Then you walked to the bus shelter where Savannah was sitting. You talked for about 3 minutes. And then the two of you walked.
Oh, shout out my Aussie dogs in Australia. Dennis from Michigan. Shout you out. Thank you for coming to the chat. Shandy, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Walked over and walked in here. You're in there for about 40 minutes. So something's going on during that time.
Wait, hold up. Him and the trans girl walked in the building. Look, he like reasoning with himself too. Look, oh, he going to meet up with her. Look, he knows she down there, and watch him hesitate. He like, bro, I don't want to do this. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And then he goes in. Watch.
You looked around while you were at the corner.
He thinking about it like, damn, bro, I'm really about to smack a T, bro. I'm about to do this.
Then you walked to the bus shelter.
Then he was like, fuck it.
Where Savannah was.
I ain't been getting no play lately. She giving me some play. Fuck it.
Sitting. You talked for about 3 minutes. And then the two of you walked over and walked in here. You're in there for about 40 minutes. So something's going on during that time. Workers are on the other side of this building and they hear a gunshot. And right after they report hearing the gunshot, you walk out around the corner and you walk up to Lake Street. You then walk down Lake Street to Park, where you ended up on the other side of Lake Street. The bus shows up to go east, and you run to get back on the bus.
East towards Hiawatha.
So, I mean, we have to talk about the blank spot. And just so we're clear, I've watched that video more than an hour before and an hour after you leave. Nobody else is there. So it's you and Savannah back there. Is it as simple as you thought it was a girl and found out it was actually a male? Because we could understand that.
Hey, shout out Fargo, North Dakota.
Then we're talking about emotions. Otherwise, we're stuck looking at it as just a cold-blooded execution.
What y'all trying to do? Like, y'all trying to pin this on me?
We're trying to figure out what happened.
That's what I'm saying, Letha. In that 40 minutes in that alley, he was hooking up. And then after the hookup, he felt bad. He talked himself into it, and then afterwards, he was mad at the trans girl, like she made him do that shit.
What happened back there?
We need to know why you shot her.
Don't pin this on me.
Who are you pinning it on?
All I know is I just see these pictures of me.
Martin, we've got you getting there, walking over, meeting with her.
In the bus shelter.
Walking into the courtyard. Workers hear a gunshot. Right after they hear the gunshot, you walk out. You walk down the lake. You get on a bus. Dude, we tracked you.
He sounded kind of feminine, too, when he was talking to his dad.
Robbery gone bad? Was this just a cold-blooded execution? Or was it your emotions getting the best of you because you find out that this person was not a...
Damn. So bro was kissing her, and then she had an outie, not an innie. That's funny.
female. That's why what we're trying to find out is what happened from your side.
All right. I'm going to just break it all down.
Okay.
Alright, so this is night I was supposed to do a tattoo. Okay? I got sent off really bad. I said like I was supposed to go to a tattoo. I didn't get it done because the person sent me out. I was smoking weed and stuff, so I didn't really like remember what the like.
What type of weed was you smoking, bro? Don't no weed be like that.
Like, you know. Because, after that's the only thing that probably got my emotions involved. Is because I got sent off. So, somehow I ended up over south. This picture right here.
Mm-hmm.
This lady was sitting, or male, was sitting at the bus stop. She said, as I walked past, do you want some And I was like, yeah. So she said, come over to the corner and we can have sex. We went to the corner. Where you found this at? We was in the corner having sex. I pulled out a condom. I had sex with her. So, this is where, well, to answer your question, I had a 9mm gun in my pocket. We was having sex. The person, she was sex, or whatever the heck you want to call it, she started making me feel suspicious. And so I started reaching for my gun. Because I thought she was trying to rob me. Like I said, we had sex, and I started getting a weird suspicion about her. And then she kept on, doing some weird stuff. And then...
Bro, if you had sex, then you already knew, bro. You're not in the right spot, bro. Like, it's not gonna feel the same, bro. Like, you already knew, bro. So, like, after y'all was done, you was sitting there feeling bad, and that person was probably trying to calm you down, like, yeah, you not gay, and then finally you just snapped and popped her. That's my guess.
The altercation was made.
I'm sorry, what?
And I shot her.
And you shot her? What was she doing that was suspicious?
She acted like she was going to rob me. So I had protected myself.
Okay.
And there you go.
Have you been worried about this ever since?
No, because I don't feel like, I felt like I was protecting myself.
She didn't have a blade, a gun, she didn't have anything.
That's why we were asking, what did she do to make you feel suspicious?
Like I said, I had a loaded gun in my pocket, and we was having sex. She realized that I had it in my pocket, and every time, when you have a gun or something, people start to act like they want to steal it from you. So that's what she started acting like. Now that I found out it's a man, it makes more sense. But like I said, when she was having...
Bro, you had to have been known, bro. Like, the way he's describing this, he had to have been known, right? Like, that makes way more sense that, it started and then he flipped. But he's like, nah, we had it. And then he's talking even afterwards, she was acting weird. So that tells me they consensually did something. He probably went all the way, and then he started.
Occasion, she felt the gun in my pocket, and then she started to act like she was reaching for it, and that's when I had reached for my gun, and I shot her.
So where she was found deceased, we saw there was a black bag.
Nah, but if he doing the first one, he gonna feel the difference. It's two different things. That's two different sensations. It's not the same. It's not the same. You would know at that point. You could see it. You could see it.
Plastic bag
And some tissues and hand sanitizer.
Yeah, that was hers.
That was hers?
Or his.
His, okay.
Did you clean yourself off with the tissues?
No.
No, I get what you're doing. I know you trying to just give him benefit of the doubt. You bro, I think you guilty, but maybe this could have happened. I get it. Hey, Jill, welcome to the chat.
He did it.
He did?
Yeah, that's why everything was seeming suspicious, because she got to doing little weird stuff, and then that's why everything happened how it happened.
So when he or she was shot, where were you and where was she standing?
Alright, so it was kind of like, it was almost like he wanted me to do it, or in a weird way, or something like he was testing me or something, you know? Because when the opportunity presented itself, I took it or whatever. Kind of getting down, like, kind of scared me, actually, you know, because now it's late. You know, and I never had sex with no prostitute before or nothing, but like I said, today was a bad day. I got sent off. I keep my weapon on me for protection. I'm a tattoo artist. You know, I keep a lot of money, you know. So.
Did you end up paying her?
No, but I have money. And I didn't even, it wasn't even like that. She didn't ask for the money or nothing.
But you kind of knew she was going to ask for money, right?
No, she asked for, she said, you want so I said, yeah.
Okay.
She didn't never ask for money or none of that. That's why I was like, this is too easy or something. Like, I don't know.
So and you think that she noticed you had a gun on you while
she did know.
He
did know.
Just tell me if I'm wrong. And while that's happening, he notices that you have a gun.
I felt like I was trying to get away. I was trying to get away.
Okay.
Yeah, so, sorry.
It's pretty obvious that you were standing real close to her when the shot was fired. Can you show me how close you were? Were you both standing up at the time?
Yes. It didn't have nothing to do with me knowing if she was a man or not.
It didn't? Okay.
But all I know is once I felt like there was something going on or some suspicion, that's when my shots was fired and I caught the bus. It was an act of self-defense.
I'm just going to stand up and be right here for a minute. Do you think you were about this close to her when it happened? Like if you were standing up? You can stand up if you want to.
Yeah.
Was it about this close?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know where the gun is right now?
Yes.
It's in your apartment?
Yes.
Where's the gun in the apartment?
The gun should be, it is in my, if they look, they should find it.
Okay. Sometimes when you reach into a drawer and I don't want anyone to pull the trigger on accident or something, is it in a holster or is it in a drawer under the bed or something?
It's in my apartment.
Okay. Do you have any kind of message you would want us to tell her sister?
Yeah, you can't be out here messing with people. Everybody ain't, you know, you can't be out here trying to trick people and do stuff because some people will hurt you, you know? You can't expect to rob somebody and not expect them to shoot at you.
Okay.
That's just the world we live in today.
Okay. Do you remember the conversations at all yet?
Shaniqua, I was saying, bro, you hit it right on the head. You have me dying. Like, he went for one thing and got the okie doke. But there's no way you don't know, bro. There's no way you can't tell. Like, you can just look down or like move it, and then you're gonna see like there's a whole bunch of extra equipment there. You know what I mean? Like it don't look the same. Like,
do you have this with her?
Him?
I just say her because I think he preferred her, so I don't know what to say. You don't remember the conversation?
I remember that much.
You remember f***ing and then shooting the gun and that's it?
I remember f***ing and I remember shooting the gun and that's it.
Do you think it's because of the weed that you don't remember?
It's not like, I don't know what to say. I was defending myself. I had to do what I had to do. That's why I can go about life without feeling like I'm guilty.
Lisa, my theory is if she had the full operation, they would have never knew. He would have never known. The police would have never known. Like, there would have been no altercation, I don't think. Like,
Because even if he found out, it would have been after the fact. He couldn't just look and see like, oh, that's different. Like these are apples, that's oranges. You know what I mean?
Have you ever had to do anything like this before?
No. I got work to do.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that mom and dad's number.
You're gonna be booked into jail.
In the end, the evidence was overwhelming. Surveillance footage, the phone call, witness statements, they all pointed to one person. From Bible's apartment, investigators recovered a pair of pants with what appeared to be bloodstains. They also found the exact shoes and clothing he wore during the murder, matching surveillance video. And more, inside the unit, they discovered a .22 caliber rifle and a 9mm polymer 80 handgun with no serial number. In court, prosecutors walked the jury through every step that led to Savannah's death. Damarian Kaylin Bible was convicted of second-degree intentional murder and sentenced to 367 months in prison, over 30 years behind bars. At sentencing, the courtroom told its own story.
As a person, Savannah was funny. She would light up any room she walked into.
So I'm good with that sentencing. He'll get out as an old man. He'll never really have a life as a young man. By the times he get out, he'll be old and humble. You know what I mean? Life will be done that passed him by. For real, for real. So like I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I definitely think they hit that on the head. So you know, it is what it is. But man, it's been an awesome stream. And what for Carlos? He got 30 years for killing a trans girl. After they hooked up. Basically, they hooked up. Then he felt bad about it, and then he killed her. That's what it looked like allegedly from the case. So I think it would have been hard to get him on the first degree murder, like premeditated, because according to his story and the evidence, he didn't necessarily know her or was gonna meet up with her intentionally. It was kind of just by chance. They started flirting. They go behind the building. They start hooking up. He finds out she's trans, and he killed her. So the premeditation part would have been, I think, tough. Like people would have been like, "Damn, I could see," like almost giving them a reason, like why it wasn't premeditated. So a second degree murder, though, they're like, "Hey, you know, there's no premeditation, but you're responsible for this murder." And it was with a gun. So you know they were gonna serve towards the top of that judgment. Hey, thank you, Carlos. Have a good night, man. Appreciate you stopping by. On that note, we're gonna wrap up the stream. You guys really kicked butt today. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you, Letha, for the dono. Thank you, Erica, for the donation. Appreciate all my members who showed up today. Appreciate all the people who subscribed. Appreciate all the people who are subscribed and returned. Anybody who liked the video, anybody who chatted in the chat. Really appreciate you guys. Make sure you all have post notifications on so you know when we go live, because we will go live tonight. And be on the lookout for any videos that we're uploading to the channel. Please go take a look at our Brian Landry documentary, The Van Life Killer. It's a short video. It's like 3 minutes. Really cool, easy watch. Check it out. Hit the like button. Helps the channel out a ton. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And make sure you stay safe. Peace and love. I'm your boy Fade.
Switch to Google Fi Wireless and get the unlimited premium phone plan with extra perks like 6.
I don't know where that came from, but have a good night, y'all.